Good Monday morning. Welcome to the Connor and Marshall Show. You can stream the show, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. Marshall,
Our brackets are busted.
how's that bracket looking, buddy?
Damn it.
That did not take long.
Well, no, it didn't. The moment the tournament started, there was a vibe around it, and I'm like, I'm not feeling this. I don't like this right now. And then Oral Roberts decided to be Oral Roberts. And then Illinois lost?
What the hell?
Hurts my soul, man. It hurts my soul. I had Illinois winning the damn thing. Now I look real dumb. I mean, I usually look dumb, but I am look real dumb now.
If anybody gets a perfect bracket this year, they deserve it. Nobody will, but if they do, they deserve it.
Yeah, I mean, there is no more. I think ESPN confirmed that no one has a perfect bracket anymore.
Who's picking Oral Roberts to win anything, let alone 2 games?
Yeah, oust Ohio State and Florida State last night. That's insane. And we have 8 more games today.
It's crazy. Who knows what's going to happen? I mean, I guess, is this one of the weirdest tournaments, or has it just been so long we forgot what it's like?
No, you're exactly right. We don't remember how to be disappointed this hard ever, right? So we are relearning how sad our lives actually are by a meaningless basketball tournament.
So we'll have the big guy on at the top of the 9 o'clock hour to get a further breakdown on this. We're going to talk Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Also, Justice League.
Oh, man. I spent 4 hours yesterday watching that beauty. Cannot wait to talk about it.
We'll get to that. Also, top of the 8 o'clock hour, Mrs. Doubtfire. Could there be a rated R version? I kind of hope so.
There was apparently an NC-17 version that I would have really liked to have seen.
Also, top of 7 o'clock hour, taking your calls. You got that stimulus check.
Stimmy, baby.
What you doing with it?
Drugs. I mean, sorry, government. Paying my bills off like a responsible adult. Drugs.
I'm unfortunately doing the most responsible adult things ever with it, which is really unfortunate.
That's so boring.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed in myself. I'm a homeowner now, so I got things I got to worry about, things I got to fix.
Right.
So we'll get to that top of 7 o'clock hour. I know, it's so disappointing. I'm so
trust
bummed
me,
out with myself.
The aura of you is constantly disappointed with me. So nothing has changed.
We'll also get to About Last Night. A couple movies from the 90s could be getting sequels, and I'm excited about it.
We don't need them, but I'll take them.
Oh, I'm in 100%.
Yeah.
LeBron is not in.
Cool. And kudos to the Atlanta Hawks for making that happen.
And then finally, Last of Us, the TV series coming to HBO Max. We got a little bit more info about season number 1. So we'll chat about that. About Last Night coming up. This is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Good morning. Brand new Foo Fighters. Here's Waiting on a War. Rock 106.1.
Good morning, streamers.
What's up, guys?
Welcome to your Monday show. I'm oddly awake for this point of the show.
Right? Me too. I feel way better today than I did on Friday. Maybe just because I actually got some sleep.
It was a long week last week, that's for sure.
It really was.
With St. Patty's Day and everything kind of screwing up our schedule. So you've double vested. You've gone vest Friday, vest Monday.
Yeah.
I think that's against the rules.
No,
What are the rules?
I said I would wear a vest at least once a week, if not twice.
Up to twice a week.
Last week, I only got one in.
Oh, you're going to go 3 this week?
I don't know.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday?
We'll see. I doubt I'll do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing. Okay. But I figured I'm going to vest up early. That gives me plenty of options to do the double vest all week.
And that's my favorite vest that you have because it looks like the old couch that people used to bang on at my house in Vegas.
So that's funny you bring that up. So
the bang couch?
So at the radio station I used to work at, a radio station I used to work at in Illinois, there was the women's restroom had like 2 sections. They had the section with
be careful, young sir.
The mirrors and the sinks, and then they had another door into the toilet area.
Sure.
But there was a couch in the mirror section.
Right, like a little lounge area.
Right. So
sit and enjoy the fumes.
I used to work weekend overnights, and there was some times where I'd have to work weekend overnights and then get up and do the morning show the next morning because I was like the stump boy. So I slept on that couch one day, and the morning team is like, never, ever sleep on that couch again because everybody and their brother has had sex on that couch. It's never been cleaned. I mean, it looked this green like my vest.
Yeah.
Never slept on that couch again.
Oof.
Gross.
Yep, that would end that.
Yeah, no, I was done. Done.
That relationship with the couch for me. All right, so One story we probably won't bring up during the show, but I love it so much. 21 pounds of meth.
I have it on. I have it on here.
Oh, are we still doing it?
Yeah. Put it in the 8 o'clock hour because it is such a good story.
Dude, I love.
Yes.
I love that story.
So good.
21 pounds of meth, and like the weakest story ever, of like, oh yeah, some dude from the cartel hit me up in Mexico. Like
it's ridiculous,
and it's with the Cubs too. So.
It's probably it's the highlight of the Cubs season right now. It's all downhill from here, and this involves meth.
Yeah. And I oddly got like 2 or 3 text messages from friends knowing that I'm a Cubs fan, like bringing this up. Hey man, you see this? It's the highest the Cubs are going to be all season long. Got that joke a couple times. Jerks. All right, we're about a minute out.
Yep.
Going to talk about first story is going to be Ace Ventura 3 and Face Off 2.
I'm down for both of these, man. Were you an Ace Ventura 2 guy? Did you like the second one?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I liked it. Yeah,
It was okay. I didn't hate it. The first one was so good.
he came out of the Rhino in the second one.
Nah, I know
That
he
is
did.
that is classic.
That is funny.
And it looks good. It looks like it's going to happen.
Yeah, that's good.
Morning, Gibby.
Yippee! All right, we got about 15. We'll be right back. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can always listen to the show on your in-home smart speaker. You can download the app for free also at rock1061.com. Let's get in to About Last Night. Story number 1, 2 movies. One, I guess, already has a sequel, but 2 movies out of the 90s could be getting additional sequels. Let's start with Jim Carrey and Ace Ventura. Could a Ace Ventura 3 movie actually happen?
Well, according to the people at Amazon Studios, apparently, yes. It's currently getting written right now. They said they saw a pretty noticeable uptick of fans talking about the Ace Ventura franchise. They say 3 million fans were chatting about it during the pandemic, and that's why they are moving forward with it at Amazon as a major motion picture. Now, Jim Carrey's currently filming Sonic the Hedgehog 2 because we need that.
Yeah.
But more importantly, the same guys who wrote that film are also writing Ace Ventura 3. So that makes me believe maybe Jim likes those guys because he's working on the Sonic franchise, and he'll come back and do a final Ace Ventura film.
Now, I'm not surprised by this. He went through his kind of like serious movie phase. You know, he got out of the comedies of the 90s, tried to do the serious thing. And then he just kind of went silent for a while, and you didn't hear from him. Then Sonic the Hedgehog comes out. So I'm not surprised that he's to the point of his career where he's going to bust out the greatest hits.
Now, it's so funny. You should have stopped yourself. He's at a point in his career where he realizes he needs more money.
Does he, though?
Yeah, he needs some more money.
I mean, he made so much bank.
He didn't work for a decade, dude.
But how much money did he make during the 90s? I mean, unless he was just bad with his investments.
I mean, he was notably when I forget which film it was. Maybe it was Ace Ventura, but it was notable because he told a story on like all the late night talk show circuits. Wow, he made $20 million for his starring role. I believe it was in Ace Ventura or one of his big films,
right.
maybe The Mask. And it was a big thing because he told his dad he would make $20 million one day, and he did it on one project. So. I mean, yeah, he probably does have a lot of money. Still probably has a lot of money. Still has it coming in off these films, but he probably needs some more money. He's probably made some large mistakes, and I know he's been married 3-4 times.
That's true.
Divorces aren't cheap. He's probably, I don't know, putting some people's families through college that he has no idea who they are. I'm just saying, Jim Carrey probably needs the cash, but we need this movie because I love Ace Ventura. The first film with the dolphins.
So good.
The second one, although a little weird, you know, the white albino bat, but him coming out of that rhino, the moment that happened, I changed as a human being, just like he did. He metamorphosized into a larger being, and I have to see Ace Ventura 3.
Any other Jim Carrey franchises you'd like to see?
Honestly, they set up a sequel to The Mask.
They did.
I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel to The Mask where maybe Jim Carrey has a kid, and the little kid gets the mask or something. I mean, it's just something ridiculous like that. Now, they did make a sequel to it with not Jim Carrey, and that movie is abomination.
Is that one with, like, Jamie Kennedy's in it?
Yeah, it is horrific.
Yeah.
It's a crime against humanity is what it is.
All right, another film from the 90s. Looks like it could be not a reboot, but a true sequel. Face Off. Nicolas Cage, John Travolta during his comeback of the 90s.
It's been so long, I don't even remember most of that film.
I mean, John Woo directed it. I mean, it's bonkers, insane premise, but I own it on VHS.
Wow.
I love this movie.
Still to this day?
I think I still have it somewhere in my garage.
So you've moved multiple times, and you brought the Face Off Face Off VHS with you.
I can't part ways with it, man.
Wow.
You never know when I could find a VCR somewhere. I could pop that in and just have a nostalgic night of Face Off.
Wow. Well, this film I'm interested in. I think I would have to rewatch the first film, but I remember it being good. I remember there was a boat chase at the end, and that was kind of it.
I did, and I don't remember, and I should because I do like this movie. Did the Nicolas Cage character live at the end?
Well, I read a report that the director said if you actually look, he gets put into an ambulance near the end, and he actually has bandages on him. So leading to the premise where that character may still be alive because everyone thought that he died at the film.
Because I thought he did.
Apparently, you're wrong.
Okay,
you shouldn't assume. You shouldn't assume.
I'm okay with being wrong because I want a second one for this.
Well, it would be insane to see old man Nicolas Cage, with his beard now because he refuses to do anything without his beard,
right?
And to do this film.
So they're working on a script. Both Travolta and Cage are interested in the concept.
They need money.
That I agree with, but they both want final approval on the script, which makes sense,
Sure.
Does it?
They don't need it. They should just take the check and shut the hell up.
All right, more about last night coming up. We got to talk LeBron James. He's out.
Yes.
For how long? We got the story coming up. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Oh, Gibby has a VCR if you want to borrow it.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, because, so my wife collected all of the old Disney, because before, they would release like Cinderella and then it'd be in the vault for 12 years.
Oh, yeah.
So she would buy all the VHS. So I got all the VHS on those. I've got an extensive Kevin Smith collection of VHS. Stupid amount of VHS tapes that I have not parted ways with.
Gibby goes, hey, Cotter, you're looking lovely this morning.
Thank you.
Especially for a guy that has a winning bracket in 65th place.
Yeah, it's been rough.
He's already throwing fire at you this morning. I love that.
It's rough.
I've got 2 more points than Cotter, so
Yeah.
I'm going to hang on that. I'm going to hang my hat on that, and I probably will still lose.
My daughter, who thought it'd be fun to jump in it, is beating both of us right now.
Well, she put in 3 brackets.
She did put in 3. One of them she based off of mascots. That one is not doing well.
Right.
One, because she's going to Arkansas next year. I think she picked Arkansas to win the whole thing. I think that one is lower.
Morning, Mike.
But whatever, the serious one that she put effort into is beating both of us right now.
Good for her.
Hats off to Ella.
Let's see. Final one. Got to have the last one for Jim, not the Kid Ventura. Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, they did an Ace Ventura Jr., I think.
Oh, did they?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to see like some kid come in and try to be Jim Carrey and have a laugh at that. I'm thinking that was more like with The Mask.
Yeah.
Gibby confirms as Jamie Kennedy. Yeah, dude, I would love to see like an older Ace Ventura who isn't quite as nimble. Like he just mostly falls down.
The first time I saw The Mask was the first time I got high.
Oh.
I was in Florida hanging out with my cousins, and we got totally high and went and saw The Mask. It was awesome. It was a great first experience.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm going to start my tradition of getting my coffee and forgetting it. I'll be right back.
Good luck. All right. So up next, we'll talk about LeBron James. We're also going to talk about The Last of Us. If you guys don't know The Last of Us, it's a PlayStation 3 video game. It had a sequel come out last year on PlayStation 4, and both of the games are pretty amazing. So now they're making an HBO series from it. The dude who did that Chernobyl mini-series 2 years ago, year and a half ago, he is actually putting it together. So it looks pretty solid. It's got a good little team behind it. So we're going to talk about those 2 stories to wrap up kind of the hour. hour number 1 of the Cotter and Marshall Show. Later on, we're going to give you guys an opportunity to win Extreme Monster Truck Spring Nationals tickets by taking one of us on in trivia, 7 questions, 60 seconds. And then we got the big guy that kind of wraps up the show today. We'll talk about the tournament. Big guy, Frank Stokowski from WJCL. He'll come on and chat us up in regards to what's happening with the tournament, all the big upsets, Oral Roberts destroying, well, everyone. So that's kind of what's on the show today. We're in the commercials right now. So, yeah, let's start off the day by asking you a question. Gibby goes, I would watch my roomie at the time play The Last of Us while I was inebriated, and holy cow, that was fun to watch. It is an amazing game. I actually got Cotter to play it a few years ago, and it is an amazing piece of art, man. If you get an opportunity, I don't know if you're a video game guy or not, Gibby, but definitely play The Last of Us. It is a fun one.
I don't go back and replay a lot of games, and I haven't gone back and replayed the second one yet, but I went back and replayed the first one before the second one came out, and it's still amazing.
It's still great. All right, got a question. This one's nice and easy. Kicking off the morning once again. A few people that are hanging with us this morning. Thanks for hanging. Let's ask you guys this. Drop your comments in the chat. How much money would it take for you to give up your favorite food for the rest of your life?
$1 million.
That's it?
Yeah. $1 million. I'd be okay with $1 million.
Give me $10 million. I would be giving up. I mean,
which one are you giving up?
I would give up Mexican food. I think Mexican food's probably my favorite.
Yeah, that's mine. So
yeah. I would need $10 million. I would need some scientists to figure out how to make sushi taste like Mexican food. But if you got an answer for that, go ahead and drop it into the chat once again. How much money would it take for you to give up your favorite food for the rest of your life? I watched the Justice League yesterday. Watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Friday.
Yeah, I took a 3-hour nap on Friday.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Good for you.
So I was able to stay up and watch Falcon and Winter Soldier. To be honest, I've only watched the first 3 hours of Justice League. I did not see the last hour.
Oh.
But that's fine. We'll still talk about it. And if you ruin it, I don't care. Yeah. So because you can't sign up for a free trial of HBO Plus. So Max. So I went ahead and just signed up for it because I was getting rid of the WWE Network. So I'm just like, we'll just shift it over and get HBO for a little bit. And, watched Pulp Fiction, watched Clerks, both on HBO Max. So I killed my weekend doing that.
Yeah, great. Obviously you were too busy to watch the last hour. Just
well, Ella, my daughter and I watched it. Dana fell asleep. Ella and I watched it together on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
And then we were going to watch it Sunday night, and I'm just like, I don't know if I'm in the mood for it for 2 hours. I kind of wanted to watch the pay-per-view, so I'm just like, we'll just finish it later.
Oh, yeah, WWE had a pay-per-view. It's their big.
The last match was fun. That was the only highlight.
Oh, okay.
The Fiend came back. So the last time we saw the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, he was set afire by Randy Orton. So he is now what I'm calling Fiendy Kruger because he's charred. His mask looks like it's melted to his face.
Oh, that's cool.
His arm. I mean, it actually looked kind of cool, but it's just completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
But the pay-per-view as a whole, outside of the last match, Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan was amazing. It was a great match.
Yeah, cool. Gibby says $23 billion to give up his favorite food.
What's your favorite? That's the question, though.
Yeah.
What are you giving up?
We got
$23 billion.
Small attack of the bots asking us if we want to become famous.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
I do.
I don't. I'll take a hard pass on whatever they think famous is. Bots. Yeah. Small head of the bots. Quiblink, DP Papa, and Ann Maxwell. Wait, come back, bots. We have cookies. All
right, got about 2 minutes. Talk LeBron James.
Saturday was a fun little day, man. I went out and broadcast for our sister station, Bob, over at Chatham Parkway Toyota.
Good times.
A cyclist team showed up.
Okay.
like 15 dudes on like those really expensive looking bikes.
Right.
So they hung out for a second, and that was pretty much the highlight of the live remote. And then, I went and saw Rumors on
Oh,
Saturday.
yeah. How was that?
It was good.
I bet they'd be good.
So it was. I thought they played for a little bit longer, but they actually only played 90 minutes.
Really? And was it just them?
It was just them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, literally, showtime was at 7. 7:05 they came on.
Okay.
Yep, and they played till 9:30, and then they no, not 9:30. They played till
8:30.
8:30.
Did they have 2 shows or?
Yeah, they had 2 shows
okay.
that night. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. No, I bet that'd have been good.
Yeah, I went and saw Rumors, and then I ran to the Wormhole.
Oh, nice.
There was a kind of a jam bandy kind of Dave Matthews-y type of band that was playing.
Yeah.
So hung out there for a little while. Then I went home.
Been a while since I've been to the Wormhole. I think the first time I went there, I had Chris Autry from Black Orchid was doing my tattoos. It's like when I was like first moved here, and he was in a band. I can't remember his band's name, but went and saw his band. I'm like walked into the Wormhole. I'm like, this place is kind of awesome. So we'd kind of go occasionally, but yeah, it's been a while since I've been back.
Yeah, I was on a twice a month ritual of going to the Wormhole, and then obviously the pandemic hit. I've only been there a couple times since. Gibby goes, my favorite food category would be processed box meals. Maybe getting $23 billion would let me afford eating at Whole Foods.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
You'd probably need more money than that, honestly. Has anyone tried this Coca-Cola coffee?
I have not.
I found this at Walmart yesterday. I had to run in and grab some sweets for the wife, and I
is it good?
Found this, yeah, Coca-Cola Zero Sugar with coffee. If you like the taste of coffee, you will enjoy it.
All right. We got like 5 seconds. We'll be right back. Be sure to get the live stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. Story number 2 for About Last Night went down Saturday. Lakers taking on the Hawks. LeBron James, he went down, and he is now out indefinitely, which sucks for the Lakers.
Is this the best thing the Atlanta Hawks have done all season?
I think so.
I don't know why I don't like LeBron James as much as I do. Well, maybe because he tried to claim he was the best ever, and then he's stolen the Space Jam franchise from Michael Jordan, and now he's just so full of himself. Yeah, those are actually all the reasons I hate him. Well, Solomon Hill actually accidentally fell on his ankle while he was trying to steal a ball, and LeBron James did suffer a high ankle sprain. Now, he tweeted out later saying, nothing angers and saddens me more than not being able to be available to and for my teammates. I'm hurt inside and out right now. The road back from recovery begins now. Back soon like I never felt.
Now, he managed to come back into the game so he can score 10 points. He's got a streak going of over 1,000 games of scoring at least 10. So he came back in.
Do you think he did that because he knew?
I think so. Oh, God, he knew.
Yeah?
He knew. Why come back in for 10 points and then exit the game?
And kind of like half limps around the court just to score that one three-pointer and walk out?
I think so.
Why do I... Is it because he ruined Lola Bunny? And I'm still...
I don't know if it's quite his fault.
I'm still hung up on Lola Bunny being completely redesigned for Space Jam 2. And I think that's probably one of the major reasons why I hate LeBron James.
I think it stems back when he had the big, I got to reveal where I'm going next.
Oh, the decision.
Yeah, I think that was just drastically over the top. And I think that was the catalyst for a lot of people and their hatred of LeBron James.
Why? And here's the thing. He switched teams 2 more times. Why didn't he just continue doing it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point in time, you already hate the guy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess you could pile on the hate and hate him more.
I mean, you should continue to further your brand, and he should have did the decision 2 and 3. I mean, it would have been immaculate television.
Now, the Lakers are already out without Anthony Davis. So now they're without Davis and James.
It's fine. They'll come back and win the championship. I hate the Lakers. I hate LeBron. I don't want them in the playoffs. Get out of here.
So you don't think this will matter? You think the team will still manage to do okay?
They'll coast by for the next month or 2 because I mean high ankle sprains could take up to 6 weeks to really fully heal, even more possibly. But yeah, I think they'll just coast by. They'll probably lose some. They'll maybe be 500 for the next month and a half, and then we'll see the effing Lakers in the effing playoffs again.
All right, got one more story to go. And about last night, Last of Us, not a new game, the TV series coming to HBO Max. We got more details about season 1, so we'll get to that next. Here's Faith No More. It is epic. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Genuinely thinking about LeBron James, I think it just suppresses me. I hate him so much because he's so great. He is one of the greatest of all time.
He's fantastic.
He ain't Michael Jordan.
No,
but he's 2. He's maybe 2, maybe 3 on the list.
Remember my coffee.
All right, Cotter's going to get his coffee. It's a big thing, everyone. Gibby, the Coca-Cola coffee and the Coca-Cola Energy are okay. I was hoping for better. Yeah, this is it's a kind of a weird taste. It's like the vanilla flavor or whatever. I didn't know if there was a no vanilla flavor, but it's all right. It ain't bad. It says great Coca-Cola taste blended with rich, luxurious coffee. But LeBron pisses me off to no end, for sure. So, kind of like wildly not talked about this weekend was Fozzy, Chris Jericho, the wrestler from AEW. His band has rescheduled their show that was supposed to happen last April. Now it's happening this coming October at the Savannah Victory North. So, fun fact about that, we'll actually talk about a bunch of shows that are coming in, I think somewhere in the 8 o'clock hour today. In the 8 o'clock hour with a bunch of shows that are coming in at Victory North. Gibby, The Last of Us, Harry Potter series, HBO's is really stretching. Actually, you know what? I mean, the Harry Potter stuff I get. I didn't know Harry Potter was doing anything series-wise on HBO. Maybe they are, but actually, I think video games is long overdue when it comes to creating TV shows and movies. Like currently we're living in the heyday of comic films and TV shows, right? Video games, they have so many stories, so many well-done video games. There should be some great movies and great TV series out there based upon video games. And I think The Last of Us possibly may be the first one that really pushes that forward.
No, I agree. Because, there's not a whole lot of video game movies that I can think of that you're like, that was quality stuff.
People love that first Sonic movie. That's why we're getting a second one.
Yeah, the first Mortal Kombat movie I enjoyed. I think this next one is going to just be bonkers great.
And that comes out in just a few weeks.
Yeah. And, the Mario Brothers, that was one of the worst pieces of garbage. I saw it in the movie theater. I still regret that.
The story behind the Mario Brothers film is incredible.
Really?
Is incredible. I don't know if there's an official documentary about it or not, but
right.
The fact that the movie company allowed, apparently Nintendo didn't agree to final changes or anything, so
right.
The movie company made all these crazy changes. That's why nothing made sense and nothing looked even close to what the video game looked like. And that's why Nintendo has essentially refused to do any sort of movie, TV show regarding their property. And they demand final say now because they didn't in that one instance, and it became pure garbage.
It is.
Yeah, there was a cool Twitter thread a year ago in regards to the Mario movie where someone that worked on the film talked about how they would just get drunk every day. And the main actor, Bob Haskins, actually broke his hand by punching something or someone. And he actually had to cover it up in most scenes for the second half of the film.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, so I just Googled the list of best video game movies.
What do we got?
That's what I'm looking for, but it looks like Sonic the Hedgehog was way low. Yeah, it was 33 on the list of 35.
All right. Roll up to 1. What do we got at 1? What's the best video game
Postal?
movie? Okay, obviously it's so great we don't know it.
Warcraft, I don't know.
Prince of Persia, the Sanitine. Is this the best worst?
I don't know.
Assassin's Creed? No, this is the best worst. Assassin's Creed is horrific.
From least bad to absolute. Oh, it's from least bad to absolutely bad. There we go.
Yeah.
That makes way more sense. Okay. All right, guys, 15. We'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out this morning. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. One more story to go in About Last Night, and it's about The Last of Us TV show. It's coming to HBO Max, and they have finally given us a little bit more information. Season 1 is basically going to be the first game, and I think that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the story is based around essentially kind of like an end-of-the-world scenario where people turn into zombies called clickers, and the world is drastically changed forever. And it based upon a character, Joel, who is put in charge of smuggling a young girl across the country because of a reason he doesn't know. Now, this game is amazing. First came out on PlayStation 3.
Good.
Re-released on PlayStation 4, and the sequel just came out to it a few months ago on the PlayStation 4 as well. Now, the series, like you said, will take the first season will take place over the first game. Apparently, it'll be essentially the first game will be the first season. I cannot wait to check this out. Pedro Pascal, the dude who plays the Mandalorian, is going to be Joel in this TV series, and that just excites me to no end because I think they casted it not in my eyes perfectly. I wanted the dude from Game of Thrones who played Jaime Lannister.
Okay, yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Whatever his
he
name is.
Great, yeah.
Yeah, maybe he just couldn't do a Texas accent, a Southern accent. But, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this thing right here.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot of fantastic video game movies. I mean, we're talking some of the nightmares like Mario Brothers and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like the first Mortal Kombat, I enjoyed the hell out of that movie.
Oh, I love that one.
People really like the new Sonic the Hedgehog that came out last year.
Yeah.
So there are several that are good and stand out. But we had this conversation last week. This is like a golden age of television. And you have all of these new story-driven video games.
Right.
I mean, any of the Nathan Drake stuff. I know they're making that movie with
Uncharted,
Tom Holland.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm excited to see what they do with some of these video games.
Yeah, and I guess Sony's big initiative is going to be pushing all of their first-party games into making movies and TV series. And there's so many platforms now. I mean, like, someone's got to be willing to pay for this exclusive content to come onto their platform. So I'm ready to see. I think the golden age of comic book movies, which we're currently living in, it's going to continue. But I think it's time for some of those video game counterparts to come up and for it to make great TV and movie series as well, because it just doesn't make sense. I mean, there's so many great stories out there, especially when it comes to the land of video games.
Now, Sony, I mean, it's got a movie division. So, I mean, if they took their own games, and there's a online gaming subscription for PlayStation, right?
PlayStation Plus.
Plus.
Yes.
Okay. So, I mean, what if they now added movies to that and took some of their video games, and now you can play the game, watch the movie?
That's a terrible idea.
Why?
Because I don't want to pay for another service, man. I'm sick
terrible
of paying
for us, great for them.
No, put it on a service I already have. Give it to Amazon. I got Amazon, I got Netflix, man. We're good. That's the only things I need.
All right, so I can't wait to see this, man. I got high expectations, so it's either going to be fantastic. It'll be like the first couple seasons of The Walking Dead or the last couple seasons of The Walking Dead. It'll be brilliant, or it will suck hard.
There's no release date on it yet, but I'm anticipating probably next year, 2022.
All right, wrapping up About Last Night. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Gibby says they need another Halo movie or series. I miss Red versus Blue. Was that animated, Gibby? A Halo series? I think I kind of remember hearing about that. Speaking of Halo, it was just gameplay. Well, there you go. I am one of the worst Halo players of all time.
Never played.
I can't. My brain can't wrap around all the movement and controls and everything at the same time. I am horrific at first player games.
Is it like Call of Duty-ish with the controls? Or is it more?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just a first-person gunner. But yeah, Gibby, so they recorded themselves in multiplayer and scripted it. It was hilarious. Was it a company that did it? It wasn't the guys who did Halo. It was like, was it a fan type of thing? Oh, Rooster Teeth did it. Cool. Yeah, those guys are awesome. Yeah, the weekend was good, man. I went and saw Rumors at Victory North on Saturday. Went to the Wormhole. Just kind of hung out on Saturday. Didn't do much. And then yesterday, I put 4 hours 4 hours towards the Justice League. I split it into two. Actually, I think I played it right. I did like 2 to 4. Watched the first half of Justice League. And I stopped. I did laundry, responsible adult things. Went and got dinner. Came back, and then I wrapped up the rest of the night. I was done by like 8 o'clock.
I like that they broke up Justice League into chapters or stories.
Yeah, so you could find a spot to stop.
Yeah, that was nice. And once I saw they were doing that, I think it made. We can get into it more later, but it made the experience better. I think my viewing experience.
Yeah, I mean, it gave people an opportunity to stop because I mean, it's a lot to digest. I mean, 4 hours. The WWE has released Andrade. How do you feel about that?
He asked for his release, and they initially denied him, and then they gave it to him. It's unfortunate because honestly, talent-wise, he is one of the best wrestlers they got. Dude is fantastic. He wrestled in Mexico under a mask, came over to NXT. They took off the mask. He's a sexy-looking man, so why cover the face? Chances are he'll go back to wearing the mask. If he ends up on, it's like I'm not a huge fan of AEW signing a bunch of WWE talent. This guy, though, will fit right in. I mean, instantly. He's just so good. And he's actually engaged to Charlotte Flair. So I think she probably pulled some strings to finally let them release him. Because initially he was like, no, you got to stay. Sorry. He hasn't been on TV since October.
Jesus.
And he's great.
I mean, they're still paying him?
Yeah.
I would have said nothing. I would have just hung around.
He was NXT champion, had great matches in NXT, and came over to the main roster and started great. Had Selena Vega was his manager.
Yep.
So it was a nice pair, and it's just they couldn't figure out how to use them, and that's typical WWE bullcrap.
Oh, man.
Good talent that they ruined.
So late last night, our boss emailed us. Actually, he emailed the entire team, letting us know that him and our third favorite sales manager was going to a golf tournament today.
Yeah.
So they're not going to be in the office at all. So
and I responded and said, don't come back unless you win.
Yeah, don't come back unless you win, which is pretty sick. And it was a good response.
They never responded.
They never responded to that.
They ignored my demand.
But actually, it just goes back to the better question. With no bosses here today, what time are you leaving work? 10:02.
I do have I have a meeting at 10:30.
Oh,
after that, out the door.
Yeah, I know. I got a few things I have to do too, but yeah, I'll leave around noon.
Yeah,
I'll leave around noonish. Yeah, but as soon as he sent that to the entire team, I'm like, no one's showing up today.
No,
we have the ability to mostly work from our houses, so no one will be coming in. All right, how much time we got?
We got about 2 minutes.
All right, 2 minutes. Cool. And this is just the final break of the hour, talking about,
the no screen challenge. I signed up for it. We'll see.
Oh, you did?
I did. Applied this morning. Took all of 5 minutes.
Did you get to choose the day you do it?
It didn't say. Well, because you have to, in 100 words or less, you have to say why you should be the person. I'm like, I host a local morning radio show in Savannah, Georgia, and I, need my screens for all of that. And I go, I think it'd be a fun challenge and great content for the show. So, basing on the fact that,
yeah,
I'll be like, sorry, I can't even look at the screen right now, Marshall.
So you're just gonna look at everything this way?
I guess.
Yeah.
I can't look at the screen. You'll have to push buttons.
Oof.
It'll be an action-packed day. Sorry, for $2,400, I'm good.
Well, if I'm doing all the work that day, then I want half of it.
You don't get half of it.
I'm not going to host. I'm not going to be behind the board. You're going to have to figure out, you know what? You don't have to have those screens. You just have to press all the buttons over there.
You know what we'll have? A best of show.
Cool, then I'll take a day off. All right, a little less than a minute to go, guys. Going to jump on. We'll talk about this challenge Cotter found that he hopefully wins.
Mentioned pet of the week as well.
Is it still Willie?
It is Willie or Wiley, I guess.
Wiley? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Sure.
1L. Wiley.
Oh, I like Willie.
Well, you can rename him if you would adopt a dog.
Nah, I'm good.
Prefers homes with ladies only.
I prefer dogs that aren't dickheads. I prefer dogs that don't give a shit and are thankful for just, being a dog. No dog should give me a list of demands before I adopt it. It should just be like, I will take a home, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I get that.
Don't tell me what you need.
All right, we'll be right back. Be sure to stream the show, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can also listen in-home smart speaker, download the app for free, and at rock1061.com. And while you're there, you can check out the Pet of the Week with the One Love Animal Rescue. Wiley is this week's Pet of the Week.
Wiley has too many demands for a dog that I can adopt. Ladies only, what else?
Ladies only, enjoys other dogs, no cats or kids, requires a privacy fenced-in yard, loves his toys, is a very specific home. It is a very specific home for this guy for sure.
This dog has a bullet point of requests, man. This seems like this dog is asking for maybe a little too much.
You got to approve the dog's rider before you can adopt. It's like a rock band.
Yeah, he just needs some brown M&Ms only every 3 days. I mean, this dog is asking for a lot.
Well, there's some dogs that, you don't know the situation that they were raised in or where they lived prior. And, I mean, it looks a little bit of an older dog. So, you know the saying, can't teach an old dog new tricks. So you have to kind of bend to the dog.
Okay, well, I mean, fine. Okay, I get it. Maybe there is someone out there that has these specific requirements for a Wiley, and maybe you are the future home of this puppy. Go check out a picture, and, of course, go to the website, rock1061.com, if you are in the need of a new best friend.
So, Marsha, how often are you looking at a screen, whether it be your phone, TV, laptop, tablet, computer, at work? I mean, how much of your day is spent
when
glued?
When your iPhone says, on Sundays, the past week you spent this amount of time, I'm always embarrassed by that amount of time. I think I'm rocking somewhere around 5 hours a week or day staring at my phone. I think it was 5.5 hours last week I was staring at my phone in some capacity.
Mine was 3.5, but I'm also, when I'm at home, I'm on my tablet quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my laptop. I have 2 laptops. I have 2 laptops, a tablet, and a phone.
You got too many screens.
Right? So, I mean, there is a challenge that reviews.org is putting out there, and they're looking to pay somebody $2,400 to go 24 hours without any screens or technology.
That sounds cool, in theory, but for guys like us and what we do, it sounds kind of impossible unless I get to choose the day.
I applied. I totally applied. Because $2,400, I get it. And I get that I'm looking at 3 screens in front of me as we speak just to run this show.
Yeah.
So we'd have to make some adjustments if they pick me. But $2,400, not only that, they'll give you $200 to buy stuff in advance to keep you occupied throughout the day.
This seems like they're going to choose one person.
I think so. I think they're going to choose one.
And why are they doing this?
They just wanted to see if somebody could do it. It's just a little research project they're doing. They're going to pick one person, I think, in America and one person in Australia.
And they're going to, film them, I'm guessing?
I guess. I guess that'll be, everything will be documented.
So a lot of people will be around you with a ton of screens while you can look at none.
Yes.
And it doesn't seem fair at all.
$2,400.
I don't know.
I mean, $200 just to buy stuff with. I'll buy us beer for the show.
Don't try to sweeten the pot by throwing stuff at me.
What?
I ain't helping you.
We need, you were talking about, maybe getting something besides the Ask the Internet game we play in between. When we got breaks, we can get a new game to play.
All right.
With the listeners.
Oh, wait a minute.
Think about this.
I think I'm in. No,
Right?
I'm not. Screw you. I asked you during the break. I was like, how about you give me some of that money? You're like, nope. Sorry, man.
No. You wanted half. I'm not giving you half.
Give me $600.
I'll give you $400.
No.
500.
No. Give me $600. I want a quarter of the cash. Quarter of the cash, and we will do the show live, and I will run everything for $600. I need a talent fee, Cotter, of $600 if you want me to do that.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, $800.
All
right, you agreed to $600. I want $800.
No, we agreed to $600.
No,
verbally binding. It's established. It is Cotter and Marshall show law.
It's a contract. The moment you say it, it's real.
I applied, and I totally used the show in the application. You had 100 words or less why it should be. I'm like, I host a local morning radio show in Savannah, Georgia. It would be a challenge for me to go screenless, technologyless for 24 hours.
It really would. Okay, so you agreed to $600 to
Yep.
pay me to
Yes.
work that day, the board, but also that $200 per diem they essentially gave you. You just said you'd buy me a lot of stuff, so
I
that
said
is
I'd buy-
$800.
I'd buy show stuff. I'd
Right.
buy some beer. I'd buy some new games for the show.
Exactly.
I'd buy show stuff.
That's fine. Okay, I'll take the $200 too.
If you're interested in applying for this,
I've read The Art of the Deal, sir. I don't think you know how great of a negotiator I am.
You go to reviews.org. If you can go 24 hours without any screens or technology, if they pick you, $2,400, man.
Maybe I'll apply.
Do it.
What if I one up you and applied and got it? How mad would you be?
I want $600.
Give you 3.
It's the Connor and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
I've read The Art of the Deal. I know how this works. That's funny. I did it again. Dang it. I'm the absolute worst. Yes, verbal agreement. Gibby. I am the absolute worst. I tell myself I'm going to share this stuff every single morning, and I don't.
Oh.
The worst. I'll fix that right now. Oh, Christ. What is this? All right, so coming up in the 7 o'clock hour, we are going to ask you guys what you're doing with your stimmy. That's right, we're talking about your stimulus check, what big money, $1,400 government gave you. What are you going to do with that? Also, we're going to talk about the Falcon and Winter Soldier, and, of course, do Big Money Monday, your chance to score some free cash. If you have not yet, make sure to text us your first name and a number between 1 and 9. You got to text us on the text line, the number 1-800-394-1061. Don't mind us as we're sharing the show today to a bunch of places. Perfect.
Cool.
All right. Sorry, guys. I had to share the show to a couple spots there. Once again, 7 o'clock hour. Taking your calls, and then we'll also be giving away $50 cash, hopefully to one of you. Also got the big guy, Frank Slukowski, coming in. Not coming in, but calling in.
Yep.
Talk about the tournament. Oral, Roberts, what an amazing run those guys had over the weekend. Beating out two of the better teams that actually were talked about possibly making it to the Final Four, both Florida State and Ohio State.
And then the Illini lost.
Ugh.
So many busted brackets.
They never led. Did you see that?
I saw the final score,
Yeah.
and it was ugly. But no, I didn't know they never actually led.
Yeah, they were losing by 10 essentially the entire game. I forget the final score of the game. I think they lost by a little less than 10, but it was a rough game. And then today, 2 number 1 seeds play.
Yeah.
You got LSU and Michigan. That's at 7 o'clock tonight. And then Oklahoma and Gonzaga. For some reason, they put that at 2:30 on a Monday. What the hell is the NCAA tournament doing?
Yeah.
Both the ones should be playing late tonight. But, I mean, the first half slate is Oregon, Iowa. That's a 7 and 2. That's at noon. You got Oklahoma and Gonzaga. That's at 8 and 1. That's at 2:40. ACU and UCLA, man, that's going to be a barn burner. That'll be at 5 o'clock. And then Ohio, Creighton, 13 to 5. That's at 6. That's just the first half of games. There are 8 total.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the second half of the day looks a little bit better than the first. But, man, there are some great games still. And I think they don't usually do a Monday slate of games for this. But I think they're just doing it because of the COVID year. And they're all doing it in, 3 total spots, so.
Right. Only one team has had to bow out because of COVID.
What team was that?
I don't remember.
I remember seeing that over the weekend. Then I remember it wasn't a very popular or good team, so I was like, oh, yeah, it doesn't matter.
VCU.
You know, the good old Virginia Commonwealth University. Oh, love them.
Mike, finally, our third favorite sales manager, responded to my "Don't come back unless you win" with a check mark.
Oh.
So, I think that means he is calling a shot and predicting victory.
It's good for him.
Or
man.
he's just using that as an excuse and be like, "I'm not coming back in. We didn't win."
Also solid.
Yeah, no, I would totally do that.
Sandy, good morning.
Sandy!
Good morning to you. Happy Monday. We're back at it again. Here we frickin' go. First hour is complete today. Feel good about that. Once again, like I said, we're going to talk to the big guy later on in the show. We'll play trivia for Extreme Monster Truck Spring Nationals tickets. Extreme Monster Truck Spring Nationals are back in the area. Going to be up in Pooler on April 30th, May 1st, and May 2nd. We'll have tickets to Saturday night, May 1st. And we'll be out there broadcasting live that day as well. So in case you want to come, grab yourself some stickers, some free stuff. And, of course, check out Monster Trucks. Yeah, but all this week we'll hook people up with Monster Truck tickets for playing trivia with us, whether you, lose, win, or tie. And then also I think there should be a rule instated for trivia. If you play 5 days in a row, the other guy has to go. I think you just have to go.
I was like, okay, I got to write trivia again.
Good morning, boys. Let's start the week off with a good one. Yeah, we're going to try.
We make no guarantees.
Unless you want to pay us, then we will guarantee a good show.
We still have about 5 minutes.
But yeah, 100%. Yeah, you should have to 100% go if the other person goes 5 days in a row. I was thinking about that over the weekend. I'm like, I've gone way too many times in a row. Last week I was 3 wins and 2 ties. So actually, let's dive into that for just one quick second because I was looking at it over the weekend. And let me just pop it up because I actually now have a running total for our wins and losses. Obviously, I spent a lot of time doing this. So 3 weeks into the show, Cotter, you are 3 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie.
Okay.
I am 6 wins, 0 losses, and 3 ties. So you've gone 6 times. I've gone 9, 6,
Yep.
9. And then that is the current standing for the show. So pretty good. I mean, overall, we are 9, 2, and 4.
That's good.
As a collective team.
That's good.
When it comes to trivia. So I feel pretty good about that. We're some smart cookies. Not really.
Just a lot of useless information.
Yeah. All right, because we do have some time, let's go ahead and answer the internet. What 3 items that can fit in a fanny pack would you choose to bring with you to a deserted island?
Sunscreen.
Okay.
On a deserted island, don't want to burn.
Okay.
Take care of the skin.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I would take some sort of music device, does headphones count as a separate item? But if you had something, you normally would have headphones with you. Is that one item?
I mean, if it's it's one item if they're connected to, so they can't be wireless earbuds.
That's fine. Don't need the wireless earbuds.
Okay.
How am I going to charge those?
Okay.
It's going to die quick. How am I going to charge the one thing? I get it.
Right.
It's solar powered. I don't know. So some sort of device to listen to music. Wow, what's the third one? Flint.
Okay.
To start a fire.
Okay. That's good. All right. Not a huge fan of your choices.
Why? You need sunscreen.
Yeah,
Oh, dear Lord.
But also, I mean, I think there's probably better things to bring. Possibly. I think you could,
Flint's a necessity. To be able to start a fire?
I think you could go with just like a lighter.
Yeah, but that's going to wear out eventually. You're going to run out of...
So will the Flint.
Yeah, but I can keep the fire going. I don't know. Flint, I think's good.
How about this? Better question than that one. Can you start a fire?
With a Flint?
Yeah.
I've never tried.
Okay.
I'd be willing to. Never tried. Is this now a Torture Tuesday we have to
I'm
answer
just
the
trying
wall?
to think.
A challenge? Fire starting. It's like Survivor. Fire starting challenge.
How long, if I just gave you a Flint right now and told you nothing and walked away, how long would it take you to start a fire?
I don't know.
Under 2 hours?
I'd hope so. I've never tried it before. I am more than willing to give this a go.
I think you should just
film this. We can time elapse it as
Hold on.
I'm 3 hours in, suffering.
Like Michael Scott out of the woods. He takes his suit and he just cuts it off, makes a headband. All right, here's the thing. I'm gonna look up what a Flint costs, and then we will see.
I'll try to do it. It'll be a good extra content video for the YouTube page.
Okay, a Flint is fairly cheap. It's like $2.
Yeah.
I will buy a Flint, and then here's the thing: over the weekend, you just need to film yourself
Making a fire.
making a fire.
Okay.
Single shot. Hit record. Make sure you hit record, and then at that point, just go.
Okay.
You start with your body to Flint, and then you can capture whatever is in your area to create a fire.
Now, so in my area, I can go inside my house and get some paper?
No, I mean, if you do it in your backyard, you can only be in the backyard.
I don't have any, there's no trees in my backyard.
There is tons of trees in your backyard.
It's on the other side of the fence,
Yeah.
not directly in my backyard, though.
Maybe.
I got some leaves.
Maybe. There you go.
I'm screwed now. Okay, I'm in. I'll do it. Bring it on.
Yeah, I want to know how long it would take you to set a fire. I think that's an interesting take. I would like to know that.
I'm in.
Oh, good Lord. That could be funny. It'd be funny if you started the fire and couldn't put it out.
I burnt my house down.
So one of our former coworkers, he put up some videos yesterday in regards to his brother kind of burning. He was going to burn this field off, but it got out of hand, and they had to call the fire department.
Ooh.
It was Anthony Brady.
Okay.
His brother did it. It was really funny.
Whoops. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Be sure to get the stream on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. So the government get everybody some more stimulus money.
I got mine on St. Patty's Day.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too. We got ours. Wife and I, we got our kids. It was great.
How much do you get per child?
It's all the same.
Is it $1,400?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like only $500 a kid.
No, whatever it is.
Oh, okay. No, I thought. Did you not get the money?
I didn't look. It was my wife.
Okay.
I don't know. She handles all of that. I don't have to mess with it.
All right, I'm gonna look how much. I feel like maybe she's lying to you.
That's fine. If almost 22 years into our marriage, if she doesn't have like a side bank account like stockpiled with thousands of dollars, that's her own fault. Because as soon as we moved in together and started dating, before we even got married, she was like, "Look, if you want to do bills and everything, that's fine. But I'm very picky when it comes to it, so I'm just going to check your work. So if you just want me to do it, I will." And I went, "There, have everything. It's all you." So for the past 23 plus years, she has handled all of that. I mean, if she would leave or something, God forbid, would happen to her, I would not know how to do any of her bills.
Wow.
I don't know any of the passwords. I don't know where anything's at. It's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, that is literally that's terrible.
The day my wife decides to leave me, because I am hosed.
There $500 for each dependent as part of the first check approved in March 2020.
Okay.
$600 for each for the second stimulus check. So yeah, I mean, you should get at least $500 per child. Now, I think it's more if they're under a certain age, but there you go.
Yeah, we're not. I mean, all of that money is just going to their college. I mean,
Right.
The oldest is already at school. The youngest goes to school next year, so all of that's just going to their college. We're not doing anything fun with that.
Well, no, that's what you think.
That's
you,
right.
You don't technically
I don't know. It all can be going into my wife's side account.
Right.
And like I said, if she hasn't done it,
Her Leaf Cotter Fund.
I that's maybe what she's waiting
Which
for.
with this stimulus, it's probably going to be happening much sooner than later.
I've said it for years, man. Every morning I wake up and wife's still there. I'm like, hasn't smartened up yet. Okay,
Yeah.
Cool. I'm down. We'll do this another year, I guess.
For the lady who has like 2 doctorates.
She's not the smartest person. No, I mean, school wise, super smart. When it comes to just being married,
The street smarts of being married. Yeah, so the stimulus, I mean, $1,400, not exactly life-changing. We were promised $2,000, no big deal. Minus $600, the government's got to take their cut. I get it.
Yeah, no, definitely not life changing. But I mean, you can do stuff with it. I mean, it's enough to where you want to take a vacation. You can do something with it.
Yeah, not to Disney.
Well, no, that'd be like a day.
Yeah, you can make it like it's a Legoland maybe for like 4 hours.
Legoland's pretty cool for about 4 hours.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah, you don't need more than that. You're not spending the entire day there. So you can call, text, and comment. What are you doing with your latest stimulus check? Or maybe you did something cool with the first ones. What did you do with it?
Yeah, I mean, these are mostly like, for me, I'm just super boring. So I think I went the most adult way of using my stimulus check. I know you're going way
I'm so disappointed in
big time
myself.
adult. I mean,
Yeah.
like, what's the coolest way you could waste your stimulus check?
I guess, how cheap is a samurai sword?
$300?
You buy a samurai sword?
Unless you go to that pawn shop from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, then it's free.
Yeah, then you just get it for free.
I mean, there's a price to pay.
Well, you just
before
gotta
you
got to murder a few guys in a basement, then it's free.
Then it's free. You can walk out the door then after that. So 800-394-1061. You can call, you can text, you can comment on the stream and social media. What are you doing with that $1,400 stimulus check? Let us know now. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, the latest and Pretty Reckless, and so it went. Rock 1061.
I'm actually looking up what people have been doing via a Reddit.
There you go.
Thing. One guy goes, one big old bag of cocaine.
I don't know how much cocaine costs. Can you get a big old bag?
Probably. Save most of it, then we could travel again. I may put it towards a vacation. Put it in a savings because I assume I'll be furloughed before this is over. This is ridiculous, but yeah. Or you can just gamble with it.
There you go. Put it all in black.
You know what? I bet you a ton of people took their $1,400 and bet it on March Madness.
Oh shoot!
Because
yeah,
because a lot of people's stimulus checks hit on the 17th, a day before the tournament, and people are like, "I'm gonna ride this. I'm doing this."
How many people are regretting that decision after the weekend?
Yeah.
All of them. There was so I think the guy leading in Cotter and Marshall Madness actually picked Loyola to beat the Illini.
Really?
How do you make that call? He did. I think that's the case.
Jesus. Thomas goes, uses down payment on a new car and paid up all pending bills. Good for you, man.
Yeah, it makes sense, man.
That's the most. See, we also did adult shit like that too, man. Like, I just did like credit card payments. We'll talk about it on the air as well. I'll come. Thomas, thanks for chiming in. Everyone else watching right now, please chime in. What'd you do with your stimulus check? I think both of them I put towards. Did we get 2 or 3?
This is the third.
Really?
I think, right?
What wasn't there like just a $600 one?
There might have been. Once again, don't know. I don't see.
I have no idea. Actually, this report I was just reading says you could make up to $3,600 for a dependent. And there's lots of like things you have to fall under, but you don't know any of your passwords, like to pay the power bill. You don't know how to get into
all of that stuff. Most of that's just handled automatically anymore. I think there's one bill that we actually have to pay. I think it's like our trash and recycling bill we actually have to pay or something.
Right, but you don't know how to like get into your electricity, your Georgia Power
I know where my wife's spreadsheet of everything is.
Right.
So if I had to, I could go to the spreadsheet and all the passwords are there. So I mean, I do know where that's at. I just have never had to do it.
What if they're all wrong?
Like I said, man, it's her own fault. After 20 plus years, if she doesn't have side money stashed somewhere,
she does.
She could. I would never know.
There's no perpetual sock drawer either. She has like a bank account in the Caymans.
No, yeah, no, she's
put it away for the baby. Put it away for the baby on the way. Good for you. Paid bills, taking my boys on a trip to the mountains. See, that is a good use, Caitlin.
Yeah, I like that.
Congratulations there. I went to speaking of the mountains, I went to Chattanooga. Just last year, last fall, and it was amazing. That's a great place. Went to Lookout Mountain, bunch of family stuff around there, and then obviously you were up in the mountains last year. Where'd you go?
Blue Ridge.
Yeah, Blue Ridge area.
Yep, it was it was just North Georgia. It was awesome. We went to whitewater rafting. That was a blast. Then my wife and kids had to leave early to go to Illinois, which stranded me at the cabin. Thanks to Jake Thompson from Bob 1069 for driving however many hours to come get me.
Yeah, I wasn't doing it.
No.
Like, you're screwed, man. Have fun.
That was the epic walk down to the brewery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so good times.
Yeah, so I've got 3 comments here. We're 30 seconds out?
Yeah.
I got 3 I can bring up here and then mine.
Okay. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Good morning. Thanks for hanging out. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. This morning, we are taking your calls. What are you doing with your stimulus check from the government? What have you done maybe with some of the previous stimulus checks we have received? I think we've established my wife is just taking ours, putting it into a side bank account that I know nothing about. So that morning she finally leaves me, she has the money to do so.
Right. It's labeled when my real life begins.
That's true. I don't know. I mean, 20 plus years, she handles all of that. Yeah. I just don't do it.
Like, do you even know how much money you have?
Yes, because I know, because my wife told me. No, I don't. I don't look at any of it. It is something I've never had to deal with.
You're currently 100-aire. I'm so rich. Hundreds of dollars.
I trust my wife completely. Maybe that's my downfall. I get it. It's on me.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like it's on you. If this ever goes awry, I'm just going to be like, dude, you literally asked for this. You said yes, man. You literally signed up for it.
So as far as I'm aware, we're doing the most adult thing with our current stimulus money. Our heating and air is not gone out yet.
Right.
But if you turn it on, it sounds like a military jet taking off, from like Hunter Army. It's horrible. I mean, it sounds like it just is going to explode. And somebody came in and looked at it, and they're like, so we can kind of do a stopgap fix that will get you maybe another year, 2 out of it, or we just recommend replacing the whole thing.
And those cost like $5,000, right?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So we've been saving up, and with this check, it kind of put us over the top so we can afford it. But my wife is constantly cold. She doesn't need air conditioning like a normal human being over the summer.
That's weird.
So maybe this leads back to, because we haven't gotten it fixed yet. She said she was going to be the one who called and set the appointment up. Hasn't been done yet. Now I am starting to wonder whether she is just putting this money into a side account. I'm so screwed.
Yeah, this is not looking good for you. I just took my money. Yeah, I just put it on a credit card payment.
Yeah.
I made a lot of bad choices over the last few years. Things have gone awry, you could say. But yeah, no, I put actually all my stimulus checks. I've been very good. I never spent a single dime of a stimmy.
Yeah.
On my personal love of wasting money. I actually put them all on credit cards. So actually, I have one very close to being paid off. So I'm excited for that. So I'm glad the government can, give me a little bit of cash to make something good happen in my life.
What do we get? Do we get any on the stream?
Yeah,
there,
we did. So we actually had. Hold on, let me pop this up. Yeah, so Thomas goes. I used it as a down payment on a new car, and then paid up all my pending bills. Another person said put it away for the baby on the way. Caitlin says paid the bills and taking my boys up to a trip to the mountains.
Nice.
And then Sandy goes. I had to get out from under this damn car payment, so I'm using my stimulus to pay a few months of my car payments. It's so hard to be good.
It is, man. You get that money put in your bank account. It's like when we were talking a while back. It's like I love receiving gift cards for like birthdays and Christmas because
you're the only person who loves that.
It's not real money, and I can spend it on stupid things and not feel bad. If somebody gives me
real money,
it is real money.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not like I'm depositing it into the bank. So you get the stimulus check. Ours goes right into the bank account, but you still like, oh, that's extra money, and I want to spend it on something fun. It's hard to be good.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't even know how to spend that money anyway because
I can't get to it.
Do you even have it? Does your wife give you a per diem every week? Does she? Here's your $50.
No, that's where the trivia comes in. My side hustle covers all beer, lunch.
You don't even get a per diem?
I did, but then I started doing trivia, and that's the money I spent.
She took it away from you. Yep.
Call, comment, and text. What are you doing with your stimulus check? 800-394-1061. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
She took away the per diem?
Well, I mean,
God damn. She is vicious.
No. So, I mean, I got money, and then not that I got money, but I, could spend money every week or whatever. But I always felt bad because, I just wanted to go do stuff, and it was the money that, we have in our bank account. So now that with the trivia stuff, I just have money to spend.
There you go.
Now, we do put, every month, we put $50 aside just for us. She is 50 and I have 50, and then we just bank that up and have a separate little fund for that.
Sean goes, good morning, boys. How about Loyola Chicago whipping ass and taking names? Dude, that was insane, especially because I chose Illinois to win the effing tournament.
Yeah.
They really failed me there in the second round, so... Sad. We're going to talk to the big guy later on today. Big guy, WJCL, broadcaster of the year in Georgia, sports guy. I forget the award he won.
He wins them all.
He's sort of a big deal. Anyway, he's coming in at 9 o'clock to talk the tournament much better than we ever could. And, of course, there's 8 more games today, just in case you didn't know.
That's crazy.
The NCAA has changed up the way they did the tournament, obviously, because of COVID this year. So there are 8 games today, and 2 number 1 seeds are playing Gonzaga and Michigan. Thanks for everyone popping on this morning. We got what? We're in commercials right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
we got
cool.
commercials, then we got a song, so we've got 7-ish minutes, 8-ish minutes.
It's a good question. Let's go ahead and answer the internet here. Once again, we play this fun little game called Answer the Internet between the breaks here of the Cotter and Marshall Show. Cotter, if you could pick a fake name, what would it be?
Denver Todd Stickrod. Done. I mean, that's my go-to. We've established this.
I've always liked Ian McGillicuddy.
That's good.
That one I've always liked.
McGillicuddy. I just like that name.
Yeah.
McGillicuddy.
It's fun.
Yeah. But no, Denver Todd Stickrod. That's what I would use.
All right, guys, drop your fake names into the chat. Once again, the question, if you could pick a fake name, what would it be? I always, and maybe because you did Denver Todd Stickrod, I always like Fuckstick. I would always just be like, James Fuckstick. It's Scottish. Once again, drop your fake name into the chat for this question. Thanks, guys, for hanging out this morning. All right, so we are wrapping up our stimmy talk. What are you doing with your stimulus? We're going to talk about Falcon Winter Soldier, and then we'll get into Big Money Monday. We are going to roll our bingo machine that costs exactly $18 on Amazon, and we're going to give a $50 Visa gift card away if a person can get the number that they choose to come out.
So you can still text us, 800-394-1061. Just need your first name and a number 1 through 9.
Gibby's would be Justin Yakuch.
All right, that's good.
I think that's how you pronounce that, right, Gibby? Justin Yakuch.
I like that. That's good. Do we want to continue stimulus at the next break? Do you have anything else to add?
I think
story's just
I think we could drop it.
Okay.
I thought we would have some phone calls with it. Yep, I got it. So once again, the show kind of dropped over the weekend, but without really any mention. But Fozzy is going to be coming to Victory North. They were supposed to play a show in April of last year.
Yeah.
Then it got moved to September, and then that was cut out again, obviously for COVID reasons. But now it looks like Fozzy is going to be coming back to the area October 8th. It's a Friday night, which is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That'll be great.
Yeah, so that should be fun. Gibby, no drunk callers this weekend? No, we had some. We play them at 9 o'clock, man. We'll have them there. We're going to be playing trivia next hour, too. Extreme Monster Truck Spring Nationals. They're coming back to town, and we're going to hook people up with tickets all week long just for playing. Win, lose, or draw, you'll have your opportunity to win those just by taking on one of us. And hopefully today you'll be taking on Cotter because I am exhausted from doing trivia. Exhausted from winning. Yeah, there was not much music news over the weekend with everything going on. So I'm even going to bring up a Foreigner story.
Your wife, he's a Foreigner fan, though.
She is. I love Foreigner, too, man. Looks like LaMelo Ball is going to be out for the rest of the season. He's probably was going to win Rookie of the Year for the Hornets. Looks like he was going to be out with a fractured wrist. That's not good. Did you read the story over the weekend with, what's her name? Sharon Stone. She's releasing an autobiography pretty shortly, I guess. But she talks about Basic Instinct and obviously the scene where she crosses her legs and uncrosses her legs.
Right.
So the director apparently told her that the white underwear she was wearing, because she was wearing a white dress in the film, was putting a glare on the camera. And that's why he asked her to take them off. So that was the reason. So she said she was tricked into the leg cross scene.
Interesting.
In Basic Instinct.
Okay.
Which is wild. Morning, Aaron. Happy for you to join us. Our boss is finally here, guys. Everyone stop talking shit about him.
What's up, Aaron?
Boss Man is taking on a golf tournament today.
Yes.
With our third favorite sales director and the one and only legend, Monty Jet. Now, Monty does afternoons on Rewind 107.9 on her sister station. Is Monty going to be able to do the afternoon show after getting so loaded at this golf tournament?
I'm going to say yes, because I just think that's, how Monty Jet rolls.
Is he perpetually like 80% bourbon most of the time?
Once again, how he rolls.
It's how he's distilled himself over these years.
And with Monty, it's the good stuff.
Oh, he's definitely drinking the good
He's
stuff.
not drinking. He's not going cheap.
Yeah. The chamber tournament's happening over in Hilton Head or Bluffton or whatever, and I know the guys are going to be out there having some cocktails, playing some golf this morning. So good luck, boys. Good luck.
Yeah. Bring home a victory.
Aaron goes, he's always loaded doing his show. Yeah? Yeah, Aaron, good point. I know there was an email shout out last night with Cotter saying, don't come back unless you win.
It's true.
So,
we want winners.
Yeah, we don't make the rules. We just live by them. So.
Last time I came back after losing a pro wrestling match, I got put through a table. Don't lose.
Wow. Do we put the guys through tables?
Oh, that'd be awesome. I think we might kill Mike. Aaron could handle it. No. His back's
I think it's actually the other way around. Mike's a former Navy guy.
That's true.
Or military member.
That's true.
Yeah. Aaron, he's a former baseball player. You don't love me. We love winners. We love winners, Aaron. That's all we know we love.
That's why we hate each other.
All right, guys, we're a little less, about a minute and a half out from going back on air.
There's this off complete sheet, just 5 kind of random facts for the day. Do that. Probably more interesting than the Monopoly story.
Okay.
I'll just give you those.
Cool, I'll run blind on it.
The last one.
Unless I can find it.
Dumb. Oh, my God. Billy Bob Thornton knew he was weird, but still.
Once again, guys, thanks for hanging around. It's a beautiful Monday. Rumors was amazing this past Saturday night. I will say the Rumors band that's based out of Atlanta, the Fleetwood Mac cover band, they are so good.
Yeah.
They sound amazing.
Those are it's like the Tool cover band. I mean, you're going to cover Fleetwood Mac, you better be good. I mean, they're just such a good band. You can't come in and do it half-assed.
And that Tool cover band that's playing this weekend, they are endorsed by Tool.
That doesn't suck.
Yeah.
All right. We got about 10 seconds, guys. Good morning. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Big Money Monday is right around the corner. Still time to text in your name. One number between 1 and 9, 800-394-1061. But before we get to that, and I'm going to talk Falcon, Winter Soldier, and Justice League, I got 5 random facts for you. Just completely off the wall. Nothing to do about anything other than it's a Monday. Colorado Rockies. Their mascot is a triceratops. Didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
And the reason being, they discovered a dinosaur rib bone when they were building the ballpark back in 1994. So they went with the Triceratops to honor that find.
You know, baseball has like those like ridiculous, like stupid food items.
Yes.
So if the Rockies don't sell like the largest single rib dinosaur bone like meal inside the park, they are missing out on a huge marketing opportunity. They have to do that, right?
It's like the Flintstones. When they do pull through the drive-thru in the opening of the cartoon, they put the big rack of ribs, it tilts the car over.
Yeah.
I want something like that.
Yeah, and like they should actually hire Salt Bay, you know, the guy that does the whole salt thing.
Yeah.
They should hire him to come out for one game and then like sell off that rib for charity inside the park. And like one person gets to purchase it for like a couple $1,000. Like,
there you go.
You know, the Rockies, those are free ideas. Those are free. We'd like tickets though. Fly us out as well.
All right, random fact number 2. In Canada, people don't call colored pencils. They're pencil crayons.
That's why no one likes Canadians.
Right?
Get out of here.
Get
out of here with that.
Number 3, there's only one actor besides Harrison Ford who's been in all three original Indiana Jones movies. There was a guy named Pat Roach. He was the guy killed by the airplane propeller in the first one.
Okay.
He was a bad guy in Temple of Doom and a Nazi in The Last Crusade.
So he was just the perpetual background guy.
He was the bad guy, yeah. Come in and you're going to die during the movie. Again.
That's a pretty good gig.
I'll take it.
I hope he got paid well for it.
The longest streak of sold-out games in sports is for a minor league baseball team in Ohio called the Dayton Dragons. They have sold out every game for the past 19 years.
Name one thing that is in Dayton that is like worthwhile.
The Dragons. I know nothing about Dayton. I don't know. Kent is close-ish to Dayton,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know.
Ohio State is just a perpetual place. I mean, like, I think Ohio, just in the state itself, I just imagine it as like a hellish place with nothing to do that has two really big cities on each corner of Cleveland and Cincinnati. I mean, is there I never do you want to go to Ohio?
I have to. It's where my kid goes to school.
Yeah,
By
well,
default, I go.
it was like back to that famous press conference with Joakim Noah of the Chicago Bulls where he's like, Cleveland, who wants to go to Cleveland? You ever going on vacation to Cleveland? I don't think so.
They've got the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Okay, continue.
I drive past it every time I go to Kent.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They got halls of fames there.
Yeah.
Cool. You know why? Because they have the room. Because there's nothing else there.
All right, final random fact. Billy Bob Thornton, actor, director, writer, wannabe musician,
Okay.
has a phobia of antiques and supposedly refuses
No, he is literally an antique. Does he hate himself?
refuses to stay in a room that has furniture earlier than 1950.
No, that's not true.
I don't know, man.
That's not true.
Is
Where
he
did you
dating
find
this
this?
stuff?
Are these even real?
Maybe. Random facts, man. Random facts. All right, we got Big Money Monday coming up around the corner, but up next, we got to talk The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We're going to talk Justice League. I watched most of all of it this weekend.
Proud of you, man.
Not quite, but it's coming up. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. You're Seether and Dangerous.
Ali says we've been to a few of the Dragons games, and the whole crowd is perpetually drunk. I would have to be,
they are.
I would have to be drunk to stay in Dayton anyway. The hell is it? Hold on. I have to see this. Dayton Dragons, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, it's like, so I've been to Ohio way more than I would ever thought I would. And I'll be there in like 2 weeks, picking my kid up. And yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot going on. Kent is like any typical college small town. There's nothing to do there, but then there's just a college in the middle of it. It's like if you'd ever go to Macomb, Illinois, and go to Western, the only thing that town has going for it is that school. It's kind of like Kent.
The Dayton Dragons are an affiliate of the Cincinnati Reds,
Makes
and
sense.
yeah, they have sold out all those games.
I mean, I don't know. That's crazy. 19 years of sellouts for a minor league ball club.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, does the stadium seat 50 people?
Also, their logo is not great. Allie goes, the mascot looks like Pete's Dragon. They do a little puff pass there. Gibby goes, I got a ticket in Ohio. They don't like out-of-state speeders. They don't like anything in Ohio. It is I forget what documentary I was watching. It was like a murder documentary where there's some shady stuff going on there when it comes to like the police departments and everything.
Right.
I think it was Cleveland or Columbus. Anyway,
So
I base upon most states, whether I like them or not, if a true crime documentary has come out there.
So Falcon and Winter Soldier first.
Yeah, we can go there first. Sean goes, all right. So am I the only one, and I may be late to the party on this, who thinks Marshall looks like the guy in the Dr. Pepper and cream soda commercials? Will Green, I believe his name is.
I don't know. We have to research this.
All I know is that's definitely
not him. I mean, you get lumped in to looking like anybody who's got red hair. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
no.
Sean, that's, you know what? Not cool, bro. Not cool, bro.
I'm going to say no. No, I don't think so. I don't see
Gibby goes, I know Seth Green.
it.
Aaron goes, they don't even like Ohio. They all move here. Yeah.
That's true.
Ohio is-
Everybody. There's a Bengals bar on Hilton Head.
Yeah. I'll do you a hot take right here. Ohio sucks. I just sorry.
Is that a hot take or is it just common sense?
Well, yeah, mostly. Oddly, I think I know. Oddly, I know a lot of Ohio towns: Cincinnati, Cleveland, Columbus, Dayton. Maybe I don't. There's 4.
Kent.
5. Is that a town? I just thought it was a university.
No, it's Kent, Ohio.
Right.
Kent State is in Kent, Ohio. Yes.
And what is Kent known for outside the university?
Kent State. That's
Wow.
it. That's all they know for.
That is terrible. Sean goes, watch the commercial. Granted, I was drunk when I came up with that.
Fair
Are
enough.
you perpetually drunk?
All right, guys, we'll be back at about 15. Good morning. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Listen to the show in-home smart speaker. Download that app for free or at rock1061.com. It was a big nerdgasm over the weekend. We've got the debut of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that on Disney+. Plus the Snyder Cut of the Justice League came out to HBO Max on Thursday. Let's start with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 1. It was solid. Didn't love it.
Yeah, I didn't love it either. My wife at one point goes, this whole side story of the Falcon and his family, I'm over it. I don't need any more of it. And that was the first episode. There are like 7 more episodes, man. This is, I don't know. I think this could be a little bit of a drag. Now, I know his backstory originally in the comics was he was actually a former criminal, and they changed it.
Okay.
That's cool. But yeah, I don't know if I really love the backstory of the Falcon.
I mean, I think we were spoiled by WandaVision. Now, before WandaVision came out, I was like, man, this probably isn't their choice to be first. I think the pandemic made things weird, with how things got released. But then WandaVision was so weird and different and exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I think anything coming after it's got a lot to live up to. I think if we got this first before WandaVision, I think we're speaking of it or looking at it differently.
Yeah, I'm not trying to trash on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I get that.
Actually, the Winter Soldier was only in the first episode for like 5 minutes, it felt like.
Yeah.
And the stuff that happened with him, much more entertaining.
Agreed.
Than what happened with the Falcon. It was Falcon heavy on the episode. And these episodes, I think there's going to be 6 or 7 of them, 45 minutes long. So they're a bit girthier than what WandaVision was giving us. But I can kind of agree with my wife, man. Like, I don't really need to know anything about the Falcon.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Show me the emotional stress this man is under.
Right.
With his family and everything. But I don't care about his sister. She's kind of annoying. Like, I don't know. Right now, I didn't need that. But the beginning opening action scene
that was great.
Was incredible.
Yeah. I did like the scene with them at the bank. Not that they got not the fact that they got denied the loan they're looking for, but I liked the interaction when they were talking about what it was like to be an Avenger. I thought that was a nice lift up of the curtain of what, you're not making money, how do you not make it was a nice look at just the day-to-day life. How do these people live, after saving the world?
Someone absolutely was roasting that exact scene.
Really?
Yeah, so someone I follow online was going, in all caps, give me more bank scenes in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It was terrible.
Well, I liked the look at, the life outside of being an Avenger. I thought that part was, and I mean, it wasn't like a 10-minute scene or just that little bit. I get why they started them separately. They want to tell their separate stories. I'm assuming,
to bring them together.
They'll come together. Just give them to me together right away. I don't need the separate backstories. I mean, how many episodes are we going to get before they join forces?
I'm guessing next episode,
I hope so.
3. I mean, I know it'll get better, and I know it's just the first episode. I mean, a lot of people felt the same way with WandaVision. That first episode dragged a little bit, and I felt there was definitely some dragging of the feet here to kind of fill out that first episode. But hopefully it does get better. Man, I was definitely not hooked on it. I don't think a lot of people were shouting at the heavens about how amazing it was.
Yeah, I mean, the reviews seem solid. Maybe I was expecting too much after the reviews.
Maybe.
But it was okay.
Yeah,
I'm not ready to not watch it.
Yeah. Also, there's nothing else to watch outside of the tournament, so I'm good.
All right, so coming back, we've got Big Money Monday. Your chance to win a $50 gift card. You still got time to enter. Just text us your name and a number 1 through 9, 800-394-1061. We'll pick one person to play. We're also going to talk Snyder Cut of the Justice League. It's coming up. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Bob goes, replying to Sean, now I can't unsee it. All right, I'll watch the commercial. I'll find the commercial. Gibby goes, I want to come out of retirement. It's a rough Monday. Nope, man. You sign up to the sober life, you're in it. Bob goes, I wasn't hooked on it. Granted, I didn't love the first episode of WandaVision. Yeah. Oddly, I said the same exact thing. And then Sandy is hanging around with us this morning. So, guys, thanks once again for hanging out. Mondays, I know, are always a fun, slow day. Getting back into the work week. This weekend, we have a bunch of cool shows coming to Victory North. So we'll actually talk about that. Then we'll obviously talk about how Fozzy just dropped on all of us that they're coming back.
Yeah, that's awesome. We're going to come right out of the commercials.
Okay, are we running late this morning?
Yeah.
Okay. That happens. Bob, stop stealing my comments for your show. I honestly didn't even read your comment. That was an original thought, mostly. Obviously not, because you also said the same thing. All right. Sorry, I'm looking up this commercial. Okay.
Does he look more like it in the commercial? Because, like I said, the picture I saw online was just a redhead with a beard.
Hold on, I'm looking. I'm watching the commercial right now. Ridiculous. I don't know if I agree with that, but good for you. Like it's funny because I don't think I've ever seen those commercials. Time travel, like the time traveling doctor.
No, like Doctor Who.
Yeah, no kidding. You know, you should actually go to a Dayton Dragons, not Drayton. That's a street here in Savannah. A Dayton Dragons game next time you go up to Ohio.
So I'm going to go up the 9th of April because spring break is the following week, and they're done. They're not going back to school after spring break.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going up to pick up Keith on the 9th as soon as the show is done, driving for 13 hours because that'll be smart after getting up at 3 in the morning, and then coming back. But so, we've joked that he's going to live with me for the next 20 years. He's actually getting an apartment for next semester. So what that means for me is it's a 12-month lease. So when we take him up in August, he's going to live there for the year. So once summer hits, he'll come home to visit, but he's not coming back the entire break. Probably should be like a week-long visit. So we may go visit him within that time, and maybe we'll go check out one of these games.
So Dayton is actually 3.5 hours southwest of Kent.
Never mind. No, because if we're gonna go and do something, we're going to Sandusky. We're gonna go to Cedar Point.
Oh, okay.
Because Cedar Point, honestly, one of the best roller coaster parks I've ever been to. They just got some amazing rides.
Good old Sandusky, Ohio. That's only an hour and a half away.
Yeah, we'll do that. And now that my youngest kid will do roller coasters, because in the past she wouldn't do them, but now she'll do them now. So we went to Disney when she was a small child and went to go on Space Mountain, and she cried as soon as we got inside like the main hub before you get on the thing. She cried the entire time, and I'm like, we don't have to do this. Let's go. And she's so stubborn. She's like, no, I'm gonna ride the ride. And I mean, she's crying, but and that she didn't ride a roller coaster for I don't know another 10 years.
Wow.
And then finally went on one. It's like, okay, these are fun now.
Okay then.
All right, so coming out of this, we can hit up Justice League real quick, and then we can end it with the big money. Big money. Big money. We're going to go with Tammy. Tammy today. She picked the number 3.
Number 3. This is my pre-shake up. Little pre-shake. Sean goes, Space Mountain is one of my absolute favorites. I've ridden Space Mountain. Space Mountain in California, though, right? Okay. It's in both parks, right?
Are you talking the Ric Flair Space Mountain or Space Mountain?
I don't know what that means.
That's his penis. All right.
Oh.
Thanks for hanging out this morning. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can watch the show each and every morning starting at 6. All right, before we get to Big Money Monday and spin for the big money, Justice League Snyder Cut came out Thursday, HBO Max. I watched the first almost 3 hours of it.
Okay.
Didn't get to the last hour. It did not need to be 4 hours long. I think it did drag in spots. I did enjoy the fact that they broke it up into like different stories, and it made the 4 hours make more sense because now I felt like I was watching an episode of television. Here's the theme for that episode in the title.
Right.
So it did make the 4 hours less long feeling, but it didn't need to be 4 hours.
No, I think they probably could have cut out some of this stuff, but like the movie overall, I got an opportunity to watch all of it yesterday. It is so much better than what happened a few years ago with Joss Whedon after he took over the project. And now that we officially have the Snyder Cut, I mean, how do we not get a sequel to the Justice League? I mean, they set it up so well. And then some of the ending clips with the Joker and Deathstroke in it. I mean, these things, I cannot wait. It was so awesome. I can't believe they're not going to make a sequel, but apparently that's the way they're moving forward with it. But also, for a long time, we weren't going to get the Zack Snyder cut.
Yeah.
Now that we have it, I want more. It was really, really good. Martian Manhunter in there, so great.
I mean, maybe that was part of the reason they didn't want to give us the Snyder Cut because they knew they weren't going to follow through with it. Anything post that. They had a different direction in mind. I don't know. I mean, maybe they go back and revisit, but I'm guessing they're so far removed from that, where they want to go from here, and then trying to go back and maybe re-signing people to do more movies just isn't what DC wants to do.
I mean, this was supposed to be a trilogy. It was supposed to be Batman versus Superman, Justice League, and then whatever this next film is. Give me the last one. Give me the last one, and I can stop talking about it. You know what? And maybe it's bad, then on me. And technically on Warner Brothers for millions and millions and millions of dollars. But also, I want it. I mean, the Justice League film, once again, if you have not seen it, I'm not going to really spoil it here, but 4 hours, yes, the runtime is 4 hours, like 3 hours and 52 minutes plus 8 minutes of credits. It is well worth your time. I split it up into 2 viewing sessions. It was awesome. I really, really enjoyed the new Justice League film.
I liked it better than first episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
By far.
By far.
I liked it way better than the first Justice League. My kid, who normally through a movie will sit on a tablet or phone, put her phone down and actually watched the movie and commented over and over again how much she really loved the movie.
Yeah. Did you wish you just picked the phone up so she'd shut up? Shut up! I get it. We're watching it.
Well, I told her going in, it's like, look, I don't remember much of the first Justice League.
That's actually a good thing.
Outside of it sucking. Yeah. And I'm like, don't ask questions. I don't know. So as soon as we start watching, she starts asking questions.
Yeah, that happens.
But the funny part is, she could answer them on her own. I'm like, how do you remember any of this? Well, I looked into it before I watched it. I'm like, then why are you asking me these questions? I don't have answers.
Typical dad stuff. All right, well, yeah, I think Bob agrees with me here right on the chat. He goes, makes me want more Snyder sequels. Those epilogue scenes were amazing. They absolutely were. You should finish the movie so you could see them.
I'll finish it. Now, does this, whichever direction DC goes from here, is it a disappointment because you're not getting a connection to the end of this?
Yeah, I mean, if we don't get at least one more to kind of wrap this up, I would feel disappointed and cheated. And I think it was so popular and it was so well received, and HBO Max got so many new subscriptions because of this one singular film. I think we have a good opportunity to see a sequel get announced here in the next 6 months.
It's also on brand with DC just to disappoint everybody.
Right.
So not moving forward would just be, hey, it's us. We're doing what we do.
Yep, status quo, guys. Let's keep it rolling.
All right, it's time for Big Money Monday. We're going to spin for Tammy today. Tammy's picking the number 3.
All right, so if you guys don't know, we have this little bingo thing that we bought for $18 off Amazon. Solid buy for us. No big deal. And what we do is Big Money Monday. So Tammy is the person we choose today. Throughout the week, no matter what time, feel free to text us your first name and a number, 1 through 9. If that number shows up on any of these balls, whether it be, let's just say the number was 9, whether it be the number 9, 29, 39, whatever it is, you will win $50 cash from us. So we're rolling for Tammy.
Yep.
What's the number?
Number 3.
All right,
lucky number 3 for Tammy.
All right. Here it is.
What do we got?
It's just 1.
No.
It's just 1. Tammy, no.
I'm so sorry, Tammy. I'm so sorry. All right. So we're going to do this again next Monday. A $50 gift card will be on the line. Like Marshall said, text us at any time, 800-394-1061. Just need your first name and a number, 1 through 9. The Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Tammy, no.
So sorry, Tammy.
I love giving away money, man.
Not my money, so yeah, bring it on. Give it all away.
Number 1. It's close to 3. Two numbers off. Sorry, Tammy. I feel like we failed you there. All right, guys. Once again, thanks for hanging around this morning. Yeah, Bob, dude, I could not agree more. The sequel was great. I was super excited with it, super happy with it. It was a bit long, but you know what? I guess there's some smaller stuff. Cyborg was so great in it. I can't believe we're not going to see Cyborg anymore.
I know, right?
The guy who played Cyborg. But yeah, dude, definitely. If you get an opportunity tonight or tomorrow night, watch the rest of Justice League. I want you to see those epilogue scenes. Those are really good.
Cool.
All right, guys, coming into the 8 o'clock hour here in just a moment, we're going to talk about Mrs. Doubtfire. There was a story that came out over the weekend about how there may be a rated R or a rated NC-17 version of the film that just never came out.
Supposedly, the director denied the NC-17 rumors.
Mm-hmm.
He said that didn't happen, which there's got to be something.
We're going to talk about the Chicago Cubs and 21 pounds of meth because now they're always interconnected. And then we'll play trivia. We are going to give away Extreme Monster Truck Spring Nationals tickets. Those are going to be that's coming up on May 1st over at the OSP.
And Marshall really wants everybody to keep challenging him.
Come on, man. It should be a rule. If one of us goes for an entire week, the other person has to go.
I don't think
ridiculous.
I don't think we've ever had that when we did it previously on the afternoon show. I don't think one of us went for a week straight.
No.
And it was a first.
And that absolutely a first. Sandy goes off to work. Have a wonderful day, gentlemen.
See you, Sandy.
Sandy. I am going to step out for just a moment to use the restroom, but I will let you handle this.
So top of the hour. So like we said, Marshall was saying, I'm going to talk about Mrs. Doubtfire, about how there could be, or they could put together an R-rated version of it. So here's the question: if there is another family movie that you would like to see an R-rated version of, I've got a list of like 7 or 8 that I would just love to see an R-rated version of. So if there's any family movies that you would like to see an R-rated version of, go ahead and comment now on the stream. We'll bring those up when we're talking about it at the top of the 8 o'clock hour. But yeah, it was way too easy for me to come up with this list of movies that I would like to see R-rated versions of. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the story, how the rumor came out about the NC-17 version of the Mrs. Doubtfire. There's not one of those, but they could make a rated R version of it, which I just find funny. And it's all because of Robin Williams and his improving original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Dude, I think that'd be a great movie to see an R-rated version of, man. I think that'd be awesome. I think that's a good choice. Monday. It was a decent weekend, man. I didn't do a whole lot of anything, which was kind of nice. Didn't go anywhere. Just kind of sat around the house. Of course, watched Snyder Cut, or at least most of it. Watched The Falcon and Winter Soldier. Since I had to sign up, based off the graphic novels, I think that'd be great. Since I had to purchase HBO Max for the month at least because you couldn't do I couldn't find a way to do a free trial. I watched Pulp Fiction again, which I still absolutely love that movie. Watched Clerks again, 2 of my all-time favorite movies. So I kind of dig HBO Max, and start watching The Righteous Gemstones again, which is a great TV show. If you haven't watched that yet, do it. So good. I hope they come back. I don't know. I haven't heard if there's a second season for that or not. It's really, really good. All right, so we've got Green Day, Oh Yeah, and then Foo Fighters, Monkey Wrench. Then we'll talk Mrs. Doubtfire. Yeah, weren't the original graphic novels for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? It was just all black and white, wasn't it? I don't remember there being. I don't remember there being a colored version. I just thought it was like black and white. If I'm wrong or right, let me know. But I think that's what it was. Oh, it was colored. Was there a black and white version? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking the wrong thing. Let's see. Black and white classic. I don't know. Maybe I was just thinking the wrong things. They had stories in each novel. Okay, cool. I had a buddy in school. I mean, I wasn't a big comic book guy growing up, but I had a buddy in school who was a huge Ninja Turtles fan when they first came out, and I remember having some of the original comics. Accident in the mouse was tearing shit up. Would be great to see with modern technology. It's true. That's so true. All right. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out as always. Oh man, Monday. I don't even know what I'm doing today outside of the show. I'm sure I've got a few things to take care of once we're done. Still haven't quite figured out my days yet. So people who get up have been getting up this early for a long amount of time. My hat's off to you, man. I still haven't quite figured out. If I can get a nap in, I do okay. But I still feel like I'm just frantically running around trying to get stuff done after the show. Hopefully one day I'll figure it out. I've got a 4-day week this week. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, I'm jealous of that. Yeah, so Marshall and I decided we wouldn't take any time off once we started the morning show, not permanently, but just during our first ratings period. So from the launch of the show till sometime in June, we won't be taking any days off, which normally sometime in there I try to take some time off. So it's been weird to do that. I know, just kind of something weird to bitch about. But yeah, it's weird not having a day off at all between there. I'd love a 4-day week, man. Hell yeah. Now, once again, if you're still hanging out on the stream, you can comment as to which family movie that you'd like to see an R-rated version of. Talk about that top of the hour here. Marshall is back.
Remember that episode of The Office where did you ever watch The Office? Did you watch all the Office episodes?
Yeah, it's been a while, but yeah.
The episode where Dwight gets a book about parties from Jim, and then he has to announce everyone that comes in. It's like, Grand Wizard!
Yeah.
You should, when you announced me like that, I felt like you should have been like, co-host of the morning show, Mr. John Marshall.
I think we could do that. I think that's funny.
Oh, man, that's funny. So we're jumping on here in how long?
We've got about 4 minutes.
All right, let's ask another question then. If your TV was stuck to one channel for the rest of your life and it couldn't be ESPN, which would you want?
That's a good question. I don't know. It's like I haven't really had cable in a while now. Can be stuck to a streaming service, or does it have to be a channel? Channel. Comedy Central. TBS. I'll go I'll go TBS. You get some sports occasionally on TBS. You usually get movies on TBS. A wide variety of stuff. So I'll go TBS.
It would be a difficult choice for me. I would choose either NFL Network or probably like TNT.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think those are two channels I watch quite a bit. Gibby goes Discovery Channel or PBS. He first wrote PBD, and I'm like, did you mean PBR? I know it was a rough morning you were saying, man. Come on. Sean says, I've got a 4-day week this week. Oh, good for you, man. Wanda goes Travel Channel. Travel Channel is good. That's one of those channels that you can get sucked into very easily.
all of the anytime end up watching the entire I don't remember the name of it now, but it was like people looking in Alaska for homes, you know. So and I mean
People do that on purpose?
obviously, it was all faked and none of it was real. But I could not stop watching it. It was on one of the travel channels, and I ended up having to find it like the earlier seasons on demand because I'm so sucked into this stupid TV show now. It was fantastic.
I sent you this story on Missed Doubtfire. Is that right?
Yeah, I got it.
I was more asking for me.
Oh, okay. It's on the
There it is.
show prep, if not.
Yeah. Oh, I sent. Yep. Nope, that's not it. Show. Nope, that's not it. Show. Nope, there it is.
Oh man.
You know, the director of Missed Doubtfire actually directed a bunch of like great films that we all
He
know
did the
very
first
well.
2 Harry Potter movies.
Mm-hmm.
Did Home Alone. Was going to direct Christmas Vacation, but never got along with Chevy Chase because it was going to be like his first movie to direct. I believe. I want to say Home Alone. He ended up because John Hughes wrote Christmas Vacation, wrote Vacation and all those movies, and gave him, the directing gig on it, and didn't get along with Chevy Chase, so he ended up dropping out. And then John Hughes also wrote Home Alone, so he gave Chris Columbus Home Alone.
So Chris Columbus wrote The Gremlins, wrote on The Goonies.
Yeah, that's how he started. He was a writer initially.
Yeah.
He's good, man. He's good. One of the things on Netflix is the movies that made us. And I think they talk about one of the movies is Home Alone, or they did a special Christmas movie edition, and he does a lot of talking about it. And that's where I got that info. It's a good watch. All right, guys, got about 15. We'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out this morning. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. Of course, RIP to your brackets.
Oh,
They all suck.
no way.
We'll be talking to the big guy in about an hour. We'll break down how the tournament's looking to see if you still have a shot in hell with winning your office pool. Right now, though, we got to talk Mrs. Doubtfire. A rumor came out last week. I believe it was on Twitter. And the rumor basically was Robin Williams did so many alternate takes during the filming of Miss Doubtfire that they could have made both an R-rated and an NC-17 rated cut of the movie, which, how far off a script is he going if it's NC-17?
How much? Yeah, they said they would do like 15 to 20 takes just because Robin would go so off script and go crazy. But Christopher Columbus, the director, said that he could make an R-rated version of the film.
Yeah, he said the NC-17 thing, that's not legit. But yeah, he could do an R-rated version just based off of his improv. One, I want to see it. I'm intrigued. Why not? I like Mrs. Doubtfire. Let's see the R-rated version. But it begs the question. If you could pick a family movie or something you think of a family movie and see an R-rated version of it, what movie do you want to see?
Automatically, I think The Kids from the Sandlot.
Oh,
because kids don't talk like that. That really quippy, like funny, like they call each other the terrible things they hear their parents say. Like I think an R-rated Sandlot could be quite hilarious.
I really and that's one of my favorite movies of all time. So I think seeing an R-rated version of that is perfect. Same thing. It's kind of the same vein. Goonies. I think I mean, it's the same thing. Those kids, and I mean, they cussed a little bit in Goonies.
Right.
But let them kind of go full tilt.
What if Seth Rogen wrote a new Dennis the Menace? And just let him, like he just smokes weed like at 12 years old. He accidentally eats his mom's edibles.
Oh, I would be in for this.
I know.
I'd be so in for
I
this.
know. Hollywood, please hire me. I've got tons of these ideas.
Give me a straight up horror movie take on The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, what about Casper? I know he's supposed to be the friendly ghost, but what if he's just like really pissed?
Casper the Deadly Ghost. He just goes through and he kills everybody.
Yeah, he just becomes friends with everyone, but he starts like murdering them, like Jason style at the end.
That'd be great.
That'd be great. Yeah.
I mean, Wizard of Oz. You go back and look at some of the books, and they're just frightening anyway. And if you ever saw Return to Oz, which I think came out in the '80s, it's not a straight-on sequel to The Wizard of Oz, but it's like the next set of books where Dorothy goes back.
Right.
And they have the people on the rollers. They're like on these stilts, and they have wheels for hands, and they're chasing her down. The queen like could detach her head and put other heads on.
Oh,
I mean, it's just scary as
that's
F.
a cool skill. I'd actually like to have that in real life.
It's just completely frightening. So I mean, yeah, a full-on horror take. I mean, any of those. Casper is a horror movie. Why not, man? I think that'd be great.
All right, so guys, tell us yours for sure. You can drop it into the chat if you're watching the live stream. If not, text us. What would be a great like kids film that would be a perfect R-rated version of it? I think a lot of us think of like them shifting into like a horror movie space. But they could just be like a bunch of kids cussing, and I think that'd be hilarious.
I got a few more to add to the list. We'll get to those. We'll get to yours. You can comment. You can call. You can text 800-394-1061. Latest from The Offspring. Let the bad times roll. Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 1061.
Oh. What if Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, Gibby said that. I think, dude, just a straight-up violent take of the Ninja Turtles, lopping people's heads off.
They're already very violent.
Yeah. More gore.
Where did you stop in the Justice League movie? You said you were 3 hours in. What's the last thing you remember?
I don't remember. Sorry. I don't.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, no. I watched it.
Okay.
No, I watched it. We stopped at one of the, it might have been 2.5 hours in. We stopped at one of the starts of the next story.
Okay. We got, 2.5 minutes?
Yeah.
All right, let's fit this in real quick. We have an Answer the Internet question for today. Once again, today is Monday. Thanks for hanging out with us, whether you're on the live stream or not. Wanda, how are you doing? It's 500 years from now, and you're the person in charge of naming this era. What would you call it? Once again, we're talking about the future. 500 years from now.
Oof. 500 years from now. Well, I mean, you go dark with it, and we figure by then we've either blown each other up or, there's no trees left. So we'll go greenless era because, us.
We call them the fiery times. Once again, it's 500 years from now, and you're the person in charge of naming this era. What would you call it? I don't know. 500 years from now? You think flying cars would be a thing?
Should have been a thing by now.
At least at that point. No, as a civilization, we do not deserve flying cars.
That's fair.
Gibby goes, the cancel culture era. No, that's currently what we're living in. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would like to see the return of dinosaurs. I'm gonna just give me the future prehistoric age. We have to create a Jurassic Park by 500 years from now.
You would think.
What about an R-rated Jurassic Park? I mean, we're pretty close anyway, I guess, but most of them are like PG-13.
Right.
Give me an R-rated Jurassic Park. Dinosaurs just having sex all over the place.
Do you have the Victory North schedule up?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I forgot about it.
I think if you go to victorynorthconcerts.com.
All right, we'll be right back, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Cotter and Marshall show. Before we get back into the family films that we'd like to see rated R versions of, let's talk Victory North Savannah. We were there just a week ago from Friday for Adelita's Way. You were there this weekend for the Fleetwood Mac tribute band Rumors.
They were amazing. That was two shows, one night. Great night of music. Yeah, Rumors are so good, man. They're based out of Atlanta.
Well, they got two shows coming up this weekend. Zoso, which obviously is a Led Zeppelin tribute band.
It's the ultimate Led Zeppelin experience. Don't undersell this.
I'm sorry, my bad. That's Friday night. And then Schism, the Tool tribute band, that's endorsed by Tool on Saturday.
Yeah, so it's a big kind of covery weekend, but it's a good time to go out and see music. Both these shows are socially distanced. Tickets are on sale still for both of them. And they look like they're pretty solid shows. I've heard of Zoso 100 times. I've never seen them live. Schism, is actually endorsed by the band Tool, has their approval to go forward as a Tool tribute band. So that's pretty awesome stuff. So it sounds like a solid weekend of music at Victory North.
Now, of course, John Corabi's coming up. You got Steel Panther coming up, and it looks like finally Fozzy, Chris Jericho. That show going to happen in October. It has been a 6-year journey for me to see this band. And for whatever reason, stuff always goes bad, and I never get to see Chris Jericho and Fozzy. Hope in October, finally make it happen.
Yeah, Friday, October 8th, that show was just kind of put up over the weekend with a very like a low, no big deal kind of surfacing of that show after it was canceled twice last year. So we're excited to see Fozzy make its way back to the schedule.
So last week, rumors came out that Robin Williams did so many outtakes and improv so much stuff during the filming of Mrs. Doubtfire that they could have made an R-rated and NC-17 cut of the movie. But Chris Columbus, the director of the flick, said no, NC-17 wasn't happening. But there could be an R-rated cut of Mrs. Doubtfire. So got us thinking, what other family movies would you like to see an R-rated version of?
Ninja Turtles, man, would be sick. I would absolutely love to see, like, Leonardo slice up some dudes' heads, like this Foot Clan slicing their heads off, like getting real nitty-gritty, and then just, like, eating a slice of pizza covered in blood.
Quentin Tarantino-directed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I mean, he was talking about doing a Star Trek. Just shift over to Ninja Turtles, man.
I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Now, you brought up the point, it doesn't have to be a horror film. It doesn't have to be gore. Some of it's just excessive cussing.
Yeah.
Give me an R-rated Lego movie. Let all of those stars that come in and do voices, let them all just go to town. Here's your script. It's like Mrs. Doubtfire. Here's the script. Give us the lines on the page. Outside of that, improv your ass off. Don't care. Say whatever you want.
I saw the first Lego movie. I wasn't fond of it. It was kind of boring.
I like the first one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the second one. But I mean, all of those stars just doing whatever they want. Yes. I think that'd be fun.
That could be fun, yeah. And I think you could go like something crazy, too, like the Never-Ending Story, I think would be kind of funny if we R-rate that thing up a bit. Just like the dragons farting and stuff, and Atreyu's just like real angry and like cussing at it. I think that'd be kind of funny.
Christmas Vacation. Let Chevy Chase just be the a-hole he is in real life.
Hey, would you call Christmas Vacation a kids movie?
Well, no. Wait, is that already R-rated?
I think so.
It might be. Okay, never mind. Scratch that. I want to see the hard R-rated version of that then. What about, and then you go back to some of the horror stuff. This is easy. I get it. But give me a really messed up take on Willy Wonka. Something that, the first one.
You didn't get it with Johnny Depp's portrayal?
Nah, that was just so weird. Give me something really dark. Take that Gene Wilder version, because some of that is just bonkers. And then up the weirdness by about 10. And that's what I want.
Christmas Vacation was rated PG-13.
See? Give me the R version. Give me the R version.
How is it not R?
It probably would be now.
Are we a couple F-bombs away from putting an R label on that? Because it might as well have been an R.
Another one. Really the last one on my list. Princess Bride. It's so wholesome. It's so pure.
I don't know. Do we need an R-rated version of that? That's the one I don't think we need.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, I think
it's so
we do.
Perfect.
It is. It is a great movie, but I would love to see the R-rated version.
Like just a bunch of sexy time in it?
I'm
getting weird with it?
Okay, here we go. The porn version. Screw it. Let's see that.
Cotter.
Let's see that.
That actually already exists.
I'm sure it does.
I'll send you the link.
All right, so if you've got any family movies that you'd like to see the R-rated version of, you can text us 800-394-1061 or make your comments in the streaming chat. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. We're back. Rock 1061.
Gibby goes blood in the chocolate. That's, I believe, is also another porn.
Probably.
Which is actually gross. Way gross. All right, so coming up here, let's see. After this, we're going to talk Cubbies and a whole bunch of meth, and then we'll go right into trivia for your chance to win some Extreme Monster Truck tickets. So with all the rain we got yesterday, we had a small flood in the Rock 1061 studios. I had to come in and drop off some towels. Those purple towels are mine. The brown ones are actually from our next-door neighbor, the massage place.
Yeah, big thanks to Tony and everybody over there for giving us the heads up on that. Kind of sad that it's still doing that. Not as bad as it was.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that's a good question. So, guys, let's go ahead and answer the internet while everyone's hanging around on the chat today. Steven goes, give me Alice in Wonderland R-rated.
There you go. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Let's go ahead and answer this question. If you could have an endless supply of anything, what would it be? Not money. A physical, tangible thing that's not cash. Cash is the easy answer, as it's king.
I mean, there's the obvious for me would be beer. I mean, just an endless supply of it, so I didn't have to, I don't know. I made tamales over the weekend, endless supply of tamales, because a lot of work goes into that. If I didn't have to make them, that'd be great.
Right?
I'd probably go beer.
I think you need to think larger scale. Give me an endless supply of, like, Boeing 747s. Mostly so I can supply them to Boeing and make money. That's just a big workaround with the whole money thing.
Sure.
If not that, then I want like an endless supply of groceries. I never want to have to buy groceries again.
Yeah.
I hate going to buy groceries in the first place. But if I could go and just get them for free, like I don't even have to check out. I just fill my basket up and I'm like, I'm that guy. Bye, peace, and then I'm out. Gibby goes, give me an unlimited supply of marijuana. Yes, that sounds amazing. Actually,
that's good too.
All right, guys, so we have here in the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to talk the Cubs and 21 pounds of meth. If you didn't catch that story, a pretty wild one. And then we'll go into trivia. Top of the 9 o'clock hour, we'll have the big guy, Frank Skowski from WJCL, popping on to talk about March Madness. There are still 8 more games today. And if you joined our bracket challenge, you can actually check in on your scores right now. Cotter and I are going against each other for a Torture Tuesday. I am up by 2 points.
Yeah.
But I don't feel good about actually winning this thing.
I'm trying to think. I think I actually picked Baylor to win in our work one. I picked the Illini to win, or for the Cotter Marshall Madness one. So I think I have an outside shot, but I don't feel good.
Gibby goes, the marijuana for sale in self. If not that, clean, untainted water.
Oh, shit. There you go. That's just
Wanda says she'll second that.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right. It's kind of like just a nice little chill Monday today. I have some like adult stuff I have to do, like clean my house and actually work when I get home. But I've been playing Demon Souls on my PS5, so see if I can get into some of that today. For sure. That's kind of my Monday. What are you guys up to? You guys up to anything today? Work? Wanda, you still in Philly? Not back home? Or even close to home yet? Oh, I also have to mow my backyard. It is kind of a forest right now. It is a little ridiculous. That's kind of my plans for Monday. Nice and easy, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then Tuesday and Thursday, I'll be at the draft room at Berwick. I host trivia and bingo over there. They're also clients of ours. They're on the radio station and stuff, so I get to freely speak about them because they're awesome. But I go out there and host trivia and bingo Tuesdays and Thursdays out there, both of them starting at 7 o'clock. If you ever want to get out of your house and come hang, feel free. Wanda, fuck yes. Sorry. I'm guessing that means the whole you're still in Philly. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on with me. We're working on some stuff in April for you guys. We have a pretty cool promotion we're going to be doing the second half of the month. We're going to obviously wrap up Cotter Marshall Madness, and then we'll start talking about what we're doing there. We also have Extreme Monster Truck Spring Nationals happening May 1st, so we're going to be out there broadcasting live. So that should be some fun, too. I love going out there and seeing monster trucks. It's always ridiculous, as long as it's not absolutely brutally hot in May, but usually we're okay at that point. It's only sort of hot. Did you go get that second cup of coffee?
No.
Gibby, I got to rake up the pine straw in the yard. If anyone needs pine straw for landscaping, I'll shoot you my address. Free for all. Yeah, thankfully, my yard actually only has like one tree. It's in the front yard. There's nothing in the back. I appreciate that. I actually planted a cocktail tree because I'm an alcoholic in my backyard. So it's like one of those lemon lime kind of dealies that kind of grow both. That has really taken over. It's gone like I bought it in like one of those little planter things at Home Depot for $15, and it was like, I don't know, a foot tall.
Right.
And now it's like taller than me.
Oh, damn.
It's gigantic.
Producing fruit?
It produced fruit for the first time last fall.
Okay.
And it is budding like crazy
Nice.
all over it. So hopefully I'll be getting lemons and limes.
That's cool.
Yeah, the lemons didn't exactly turn out great. When I heard when your tree produces fruit for the first time it doesn't do great at it. That's what I heard, at least.
Sure. Yeah, the place we lived on Wilmington Island, the backyard was massive, but it was nothing but pine trees. And my backyard was nothing but pine straw. I mean, you couldn't mow it because of, there were so many trees, so you just didn't have a whole lot of yard because the shadows they cast and the grass wouldn't grow. And then it was just pine straw, and you had to go through, and I hated it. So we moved, when we bought the house we live in now, I purposely was like, no trees in the backyard. I mean, I got some on the other side of the fence, so I do get some leaves in. But I'm like, no trees, no pines. Yep, I'm in. That was a requirement for the house.
Wanda says he has a procedure scheduled tomorrow. Then we'll see if the insurance will allow him to fly back to Atlanta, or we'll have to stay here until he is ready to go home.
Well, good luck. Hopefully everything goes well.
How much time we got?
2.5.
All right, this is a good question. Let's go ahead and answer this. Once again, guys, thanks for hanging around on this chill Monday of ours. If you were stuck in any food and had to eat your way out, what would it be? What would it be?
If I was stuck, it'd be a burrito. I mean, I'd be stuck in a burrito. I'd eat my way out of there. Feel good about it.
I'm trying to think. I want something light and not incredibly filling to be
Sushi?
stuck in. Sushi could be heavy. I'd rather be stuck in sushi than a giant burrito.
Sure.
I would die in the burrito. I would get so full so quick. What if it was like some beef and like a Chinese beef and broccoli? I could probably do that. I'd have the worst gas ever in the history of man afterwards. Yeah, I think like a nice Chinese beef and broccoli. I could probably eat my way out of.
I get that.
Also, I love the picture. Guys, go ahead and drop your answers in there. This guy's stuck in a hamburger right here. Once again, if you were stuck in any food and had to eat your way out of it, what would it be? Like if you were stuck in a giant hamburger like this, what food do you think you could eat your way out of? Cake. Yes. Good answer. Good answer, Gibby. Cake would be solid. A nice little fluffy like sponge cake.
Yeah.
Something real heavy and dense like a thick chocolate cake, you would not make it out of. Gibby, it's light, fluffy, and you can swim out of most. How do you say this guy's name?
Jesus Camargo Corrales?
Yeah. I think you nailed it.
That's what I was going to go with. I'm sure when I actually say it on the air, it'll come out completely different.
And he's a AAA guy, right? Or he's actually shifted between single and triple.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
This farm system here is what I got.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll be right back. Meth story. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. Now, Marshall, as Cub fans, I hope this next story isn't the highlight of the season for the Chicago Cubs.
I see what you did there.
All right, 25-year-old Jesus Camargo Corrales, he is in the farm system for the Cubs, was in Colorado when he got pulled over for speeding, changing lanes erratically. He had a couple other passengers in the car. They're giving conflicting stories to the cops. So eventually, the police searched the vehicle. I mean, they called in the canine unit. And they sniffed it out. There was 21 pounds of meth and 1.2 pounds of oxy, plus other paraphernalia in this car.
And they found it inside like an official Cubs player bag. It was a very nice bag that had Cubs logo on it. And they had it opened, and they found 21 pounds of meth. Now, the player, Jesus Camargo Corrales, said that he had been contacted by someone in Mexico, where he's from, to deliver the bag to Denver. And he goes, he knew there might have been drugs inside. And apparently, he said that his payoff for this traveling of drugs, a very large amount of meth, $500.
How bad are they paid in the Cubs farm system?
Oh, my God.
When you are going to run drugs for $500.
Better question. How much money would it take for you to run 21 pounds of meth from Mexico to Denver? I flew you into Mexico City right now. Here's 20 pounds of meth, pound of oxy. How much do you need payment to do that?
50 grand.
That's it?
I don't know how much meth is worth. I'm sorry. I don't know what the street
street
value of meth is.
You don't know. You.
I don't know. Minimum 50. I'm more if I would look into it. I would do my research. I would find out how much meth was worth, and then I'd be like, I need a reasonable cut of it. Because I mean, that's not a short drive.
Was this guy smoking meth? Like, why was he driving erratically when he knew he probably had drugs on him?
That's the other thing. Because you're speeding. Don't speed. Do the speed. The cars have cruise control for a reason. It was invented for this situation right here.
Drug running.
You're carrying drugs. You use the cruise control. You don't speed.
Well, this dude was arrested and booked on drug charges, including unlawful distribution, possession of meth, and oxy, Class 1 and Class 4 felonies, respectively. He's still in jail, still in custody. He's probably not getting out anytime soon.
The Cubs are investigating the matter, and they refuse to comment beyond that.
No, they're not investigating anything. They're literally putting his contract in a shredder right now.
All right, coming up, are you smarter than a community college dropout trivia? Brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. Here's Killing in the Name of. It's Rage Against the Machine. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
We're investigating. You're firing him. Right? You couldn't literally fire this guy fast enough. It's not like he was like, oh, there's drugs in this bag?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah, I knew there were drugs in that bag, but I was just like, $500 is $500.
$500, man.
What are you doing? It's like Dave Portnoy last night from the Barstool Chicago offices. What are you doing? What is this?
That's a great video.
Wanda goes, that's tough. Maybe bacon. I'd probably have a heart attack before I could. Going back to our answer the internet question of if you were stuck in any food and had to eat your way out, what would it be? Yeah, bacon would be a tough one. Oof.
All right, so a pound of meth.
Sorry, Cotter's doing drug research, guys. Like he doesn't know the answer already.
A pound of meth, $9,000 to $13,000.
Yeah, I mean, so you'd be asking for a couple pounds of meth, $500. I would ask for 10 grand. I would ask the equivalent of at least 1 pound of that meth to traffic it.
Dang. So yeah, no, he needed to ask for more money.
I was gonna say
a bad business.
I would have to be paid $1 million.
It's not worth $1 million though.
I know. That's how
much you'd have to be paid.
But also, how did he did he get the meth in Mexico?
I don't know. Story doesn't say. So technically, I guess we don't know how long he was driving with it. Did he drive from Mexico to Colorado? Because if so, that's a haul.
And he got through the border security with 21 pounds of meth?
I don't know.
He's like, oh, yeah, here's my Cubs, minor league player card. And they just let him through?
Possibly.
Crazy stuff. All right, guys, we got 3 minutes before we jump back onto the air. Jumping right into trivia. Are you smarter than a community college dropout trivia? your chance to win Extreme Monster Truck Spring National tickets. So here's the deal. You don't even have to win, lose, or tie. As long as you just call up and play, I'll hook you up with a pair of tickets to go check out Extreme Monster Trucks on Saturday, May 1st.
Yep, I'll ask you to call here in about 3 minutes.
What are you doing with the rest of your day? I was talking about how I'm going to possibly mow my backyard.
Yeah, so I was going to mow my front yard yesterday, but then it rained. So I'm going to have to, I think, do that today. That's the plan. Got to get that done. Other than that, I'm going to try to take a nap. I do have some stuff. I do have some stuff to get done at work, so I will not be leaving at 10:30, which I had originally hoped for. I forgot I got to schedule some music, so I'll be here for a minute.
Is there a button for that?
There is, but I'm picky with some of this stuff, and I don't just push the button
All right. How much time are we out?
We've got about a minute and a half.
All right, I've got a great answer to the internet question, but I'm going to leave it for after. I'll leave it for sometime in the 9 o'clock hour, but
okay.
it includes Eagles, and not the football team. It includes Eagles and your chances against them. So
not good.
Good stuff.
Ugh.
Coming up this week, too, we have Tony Scarpetti from Wicked Week coming in for beer for breakfast. Mac will be coming back in on Wednesday, her usual day. Last week she was in on Thursday for Chicks on Dudes. We had Tales from the Bar. Cam Cross came in and talked about his experiences from back in the day. So we have kind of a loaded week following here in the next few days. No Torture Tuesday this week. No shock collars. No jalapeno or habanero peppers. Not this week, but here in the next week or so, we'll have our next Torture Tuesday. I may just come up with an idea and make Cotter do it.
Yeah, I'm down for doing one next week. I will order the sour candy. I can do that next week.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm down. All right, guys, got about 20. We'll be right back. Are you smarter than a community college dropout trivia? Marshall and I, we are community college dropouts.
What's up, ladies? What up?
So are you smarter than us? Nobody has been smarter than Marshall yet. They've been just as smart.
Oh, why you guys say that, man?
Got a couple ties.
Yeah.
But nobody's been smarter
No,
yet.
well, if you're going to bring up records, let's go over records.
People have been smarter than me. What can I say?
I have 6 wins,
Yeah.
0 losses,
Yep.
and 3 ties.
Yes.
You have 3 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie. But people took me on every single day last week. I'm exhausted from being so smart, guys. I'm exhausted. So I think someone should take on Cotter. But here is the deal. No matter what happens today, anyone who calls in right now, 1-800-394-1061, 7 questions, 60 seconds. As long as you play trivia, I will hook you with a pair of tickets to go check out the Extreme Monster Truck Spring Nationals. That's going to happen on Saturday, May 1st. I will hook you with a pair of tickets, whether you win, lose, or tie either one of us.
Are you smarter than a community college dropout trivia brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery? If you want to play, you want to win, call us now. 800-394-1061. There we go. Rock 1061, who's this?
This is Maddie.
Hey, Maddie, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Fantastic. All right, so you're going to play some trivia. Who do you want to take on, myself or Marshall?
I'm going to take you on, Cotter.
Okay. All right. All right.
Thank you, Maddie. I love you. Thank you for breaking the streak. Once again, I was so exhausted from winning last week. I'm appreciative that you You're taking
I'm
on
gonna
Cotter.
put the headphones on now so I don't have to listen to the garbage.
Why don't you shut up, old man? All right, Maddie. I think you probably know the rules, but let's go over them real quick. You got 7 questions, 60 seconds to answer them. If for some reason you don't know a question and want to say pass, we'll come back to it as long as there is time remaining, and your time will not begin until after I ask the first question. More importantly, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so here we go. What city is the capital of the U.S. state Arkansas?
Little Rock.
Correct. Barry Allen was the alter ego of which comic book superhero?
What was her name again?
Barry Allen was the alter ego of which comic book superhero?
Wonder Woman.
Incorrect. According to Cyndi Lauper, what do girls just want to do?
Have fun.
Correct. How much will our next COVID relief stimulus check be?
$1,400.
Correct. Which video game console did Nintendo release directly prior to the Wii?
GameCube.
Correct. What is the name of Beyonce's 6th studio album released in April 2016?
Lemonade.
Correct. Which actor committed himself to solitary confinement in order to prepare for his role in the movie The Shawshank Redemption?
Oh my God. It's Tim Robbins.
Correct. All right, that is time as well. Oh my God, Mandy, you got 6 out of 7 correct. Congratulations. Cotter, go ahead and take those off, buddy. So, Cotter, I've got some news for you, pal.
Okay.
You're going to have to run the gamut if you want the win today because Maddie got 6 out of 7 correct today.
Maddie, why didn't? Oh, Maddie, Maddie, you're killing me on a Monday.
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
I love this so much.
All
This
right.
is incredible.
All right, Maddie, we'll be right back. We'll be right back.
All right, Cotter,
Damn
you know.
it, Maddie! Damn it! What are you doing?
All right, just
Can she still hear us?
no. Yeah,
Damn
she can.
it, Maddie!
I'll,
Oh,
gi-
sorry.
I'll give
Okay.
you another minute. Do you want to?
No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay. You know the rules, Cotter. 7 questions, 60 seconds. Try your very best
Why is there a question mark at the end of that?
because you literally have to do your very
Oh, okay,
best
okay,
if you want to win today at least. And no matter what, we're gonna hook Maddie up with some tickets to go check out Extreme Monster Truck. So here we go. Your time will begin after I ask the first question. Let's start now. What city is the capital of the U.S. state Arkansas?
Little Rock.
Correct. Barry Allen was the alter ego of which comic book superhero?
The Flash.
Correct. According to Cyndi Lauper, what do girls just want to do?
They just want to have fun.
That's correct. How much will our next COVID relief stimulus be?
Pass.
Which video game console did Nintendo release directly prior to the Wii?
Oh. I don't know. GameCube.
Correct.
Oh, thank God.
What is the name of Beyonce's 6th studio album released in April 2016?
Lemonade.
Correct. Which actor committed himself to solitary confinement in order to prepare for his role in the movie The Shawshank Redemption?
Oh my God, why can't I think of his name? Oh my God, pass. Go pass.
Going back to how much will our next COVID relief stimulus check be?
Trick question. We're not getting one. That's my answer. No. Tim Robbins is the last one.
Time is
Tim
up.
Robbins.
Time was up before you said Tim Robbins, Cotter. So you didn't win.
No, I didn't win.
You got, according to this, you got 5 out of 7 today.
I got 5.5 because I knew Tim Robbins and I said it.
Okay. All right. So there you
Mr.
go.
8.125 over
Yes, 8.51 out of 10 over here. No big deal. Well, Maddie, congratulations to you, my friends.
Maddie. Congratulations.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Not only picking up the win, but also scoring the Extreme Monster Truck tickets. If you could pop us off.
I got her number. So.
Oh, cool. So, Maddie, we'll go ahead and give you a call after the show today, and we'll hook you up with those tickets, okay?
Thank you so much. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you,
Thanks. Have
Maddie.
a good one.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's go over the answers for this.
I was feeling really good in the beginning, too. I was like, I'm on a roll.
No, you killed it, man, until you didn't.
I know.
Question number 1, what city is the capital of the U.S. state Arkansas? That would be Little Rock. Question number 2, Barry Allen was the alter ego of which comic book superhero? The Flash. According to Cyndi Lauper, what do girls just want to do? Have fun.
I thought it was like a trick question. I'm like, what am I missing here?
How much will our next COVID relief stimulus check be? Here's the thing. I wrote this trivia so long ago, it's $1,400. It was about our upcoming one.
Got it though.
Well, here's the thing: some people have not got their checks, so it actually still holds to this very moment.
Bull.
All right,
I got 6.5 now. I'm giving myself credit there.
So you're taking the win?
Yes.
Wow, that's bold of you for someone who didn't win.
Maddie's no longer in the phone, so I can say things like this now.
Which video game console did Nintendo release just prior to the Nintendo Wii? They released the Nintendo GameCube.
Okay.
What is the name of Beyonce's 6th studio album released in April 2016? I chose this question because if you asked me any album she released, I wouldn't know except for the one.
This is the only one.
Lemonade.
Yep, only one.
And then the final question, which actor committed himself to solitary confinement in order to prepare for his role in the movie The Shawshank Redemption? That would be Tim Robbins.
All right, playing again tomorrow. Be ready to call in around 8:30. It is Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
You feel like I stole that one from you because of the COVID question?
The relief question, that was kind of a little questionable there, guys. All right, guys, we'll be right back.
Sorry about that. We just need to triple check audio there, so that's why we're gone for a couple extra minutes there.
Sorry, guys.
Thanks for everyone sticking around and hanging out with us. So we're playing back Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia on the air right now. As you guys know, anyone who may be watching the stream, you guys hear it first. You hear it live while it's happening, and then we do a playback on the audio a few minutes after, just for the on-air portion. We like to do that just in case anyone cusses or freaks out or anything. We just kind of like to be extra careful, especially as we start up this new morning show that's less than a month old right now. Are we on? Is this week 4 or 3?
It's week 4.
Jesus, time is flying by. All right, so we got a few minutes, so let's go ahead and answer the internet. It's a game we play during the breaks here of the Cotter and Marshall Show. Cotter, if you could, answer this question, sir.
Okay.
If you were continuously getting attacked by eagles, one at a time, how many could you kill before they got you?
One at a time?
Yeah, so an eagle swoops in, you fight with them, you win, another one swoops in. How many could you kill before you eventually died of your wounds?
Do I have a baseball bat or anything? Is this
in the picture, it just shows
hand to hand. Okay.
Hand to talon. Hand to claw.
They're eagles, man. I'm gonna say 1.5, and then that half one's getting me in the eye, and then I'm screwed.
Are we? Well, more importantly, are these Eagles playing like the Super Bowl champion Eagles, or are they playing like the Eagles from last year? Because I'm pretty sure I could take out a continuous stream of forever Eagles if it was the Eagles from last year.
Are they the Lord of the Ring Eagles?
Are they the Carson Wentz Eagles? Because if it's that eagle, he would just immediately try to swoop in on me, and then he'd just fall down and flop around. I don't know. I would say I could probably take down 33 eagles. I can do 33 eagles. Yeah.
That's a lot of eagles, man.
I mean, I would eventually, and they wouldn't hit me with talons the entire time. I'd start shucking and jiving, Muhammad Ali. Full like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Pop a few eagles.
Okay.
I get a few. I feel good about that. All right, 8 more games in the second round of the tournament today, and then the second round is complete, and then we move on to the Sweet 16. Sweet 16, I believe, gets played next weekend. It's Saturday and Sunday, right?
I think so.
Yeah, and then we'll go into obviously the Final Four, and then the championship game the following week. So you can look up your current score if you did join in to Cotter and Marshall Madness, your chance to win an Xbox Series X bundle. You can actually look up your current score at our website, rock1061.com.
Yep. Let's see. He's our winner so far. He's in first, 11th, because you get your 2 brackets each or 3 brackets.
Right. What is the highest point total currently?
Our leader's got 35 points. There's 3 people tied for second with 32. But I mean, they rank them, I'm guessing, because of the tiebreaker or something like that.
Yeah.
There's not like a tied spot.
And I've got, I've got 27. You have 25.
Yeah.
I'm not doing terrible. Which spot am I at number 27?
You're 42nd.
Okay, 42nd.
I'm number 60.
Not the absolute worst. Not the worst. For a year like this, not the worst. I think it's pretty good.
No, I think we can all take that.
Where not the worst when Oral Roberts is absolutely slaying the tournament. I'll take absolutely not the worst. So in Marshall's Music News today, we're in the last hour of the show. We have the big guy Frank Slukowski calling in. Oh, we're calling him, right?
We're going to call him, yeah.
Yeah, we'll still call him in a little bit. And then Music News, we'll talk about Foreigner. We'll clear up the Eddie Van Halen Grammy controversy from last week. And then Perry Farrell of Jane's Addiction talks about his big show, Lollapalooza, and how it may come back this year.
All right.
How are we looking on time?
We're going to be running a little over the hour, so I mean we can either call the big guy now and talk coming out of the stop set. We can play a song after the top of the hour, and then talk. I'm good either way.
Let's play a song, and then we'll jump into it. And what I'll do is, I mean, my music news
What's the first one? What's the first story?
We'll go with Lollapalooza,
Okay.
Jerry Farrell.
Jerry.
Perry Farrell. Yeah, let's go Lollapalooza story, Eddie, and then Foreigner. We can finish up with Foreigner.
Okay.
Cold as ice.
Do stop. I heard that song.
Stop from Jane's Addiction?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right, so I will. Yeah, so we got this. We got a song. I'll call the big guy during the song. Give him a few more minutes of nap time. Because once again, we're making the big guy get up early to talk to us.
Which we appreciate.
No, we do.
Wanda says, Marshall, did you play Demon Souls? Saw your tweet this weekend. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I was stuck in a battle with a boss called Maneater. He was like a flying, like, I don't know, ape-like creature.
Right.
Well, so Demon Souls. This game hates you. I've never played a game before that hates you as much as Demon Souls.
Right.
So you get into this boss fight. You know, you're already wary from like trying to get through the entire level. You get into this boss fight, and you're like, okay, I can do this. I found this like little part of the level where I can hide from them, but like go and hit them. And then the same exact boss shows up like 2 minutes into the battle.
Oh no!
So you're fighting two of them at the same time. Anyway, yeah, it's I lost so many times like 3 weeks ago to this guy. I actually quit video games for like 3 weeks. I seriously, I haven't played in so long. I actually beat him this weekend after about 8 tries, but it felt very, very good.
Nice. I get that.
Wanda goes, I know you did, but overall, worth playing. I really enjoy Demon Souls. Nothing feels as good as like destroying a boss in that game than any other game. Like, just nothing feels as good. It's just very, very rewarding because it's so effing difficult. But yeah, I love the Demon Souls. I love the Soulsborne games, Bloodborne, any of the Dark Souls games, Demon Souls. Those are so much fun. They really challenge you as a video game player. I mean, they're commonly known as the hardest games ever to play. I mean, they're so difficult, but very, very rewarding. But yes, I decided to tweet about it before I started playing. I'm like, I just want everyone to know the pain I'm going through. All right, we're about to call the big guy here in just a moment. How much time we got?
We've got like 6 minutes.
Oh, okay. Oh, you running through the ox, huh?
I don't know. Should I?
Well,
I got the other thing.
Yeah. I haven't touched a game since Red Dead Redemption 2.
I love that game. I'll be right back.
Cotter played the hell out of that. The good news, too, is we're actually, for me, we're like 2 weeks away from my boss buying me a new computer, so for streaming purposes. So I'm very excited about that. Yeah, I haven't got a chance to, well, mostly I quit playing video games because of Demon Souls, but I haven't had much of an opportunity to play a ton just because we've been so busy ever since the show started. So trying to make this not suck on a daily basis while also live streaming at the same time, which is a little difficult. But here we are together. What's
There's that little bit of a hum on the phone. I didn't know if by using that.
Yeah.
Humless.
We're a big time anti-hum show. Let's see.
It's Keith Daniel from Keith and Ross. Today is his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to that guy.
Happy birthday to Keith. Love those guys.
All right, Cotter, I want you to know I'm buying you a Flint.
Oh, are we? Okay, I'm down.
I'm buying you a Flint. I'm trying to find the cheapest one because I don't like it that much. I'm going to buy you the cheapest one on Amazon, and we're going to have you do a video.
That's fair. I'll do it this weekend.
We need the content.
Yeah, we need to. I want to do I think I sent the email out sometime. I want to do the Malort video this week. Get people to drink that and edit it up. All right, so we have 4 minutes. I'm going to call him now so we can make sure this works. And
Sure.
Hello.
Big guy, what's going on?
What's going on with y'all?
Just ready to talk some craziness that was March Madness.
Heck, we still got these games too.
I know.
8 games today, man. Ridiculous.
We still got about 3 minutes before we go on, so just FYI.
Okay. We can talk some stuff.
Should I try the other one?
Yeah, sorry, big guy. I think our line's kind of weird here. We're going to call you back. We're going to call you back from the studio.
Okay.
All right, I'll call you right back. Bummer.
Hey, kudos to the big guy for answering on the first ring there.
Did not expect that. Shocked.
Yeah.
Shocked and amazed. All right. So auxiliary is not the way. Hello.
Let's try this.
There we go. That's a little better.
You sound so much more sexy.
Oh, well, that's what matters.
Yeah. Why do you sound so awake right now? I thought after a weekend like this weekend, you would be absolutely exhausted from watching basketball. Did you watch a bunch?
No, actually, I didn't watch a bunch. I mean, I worked Saturday because Amy was at a wedding, and then, so, I mean, I had yesterday off, but I went to bed early, and no, I'm recharged. We got the Savannah Golf Champion or the Club Card Championship this week, so it's a big week. So I'm up. And I get my COVID shot today. Too, my first
Yeah.
shot.
Nice. Congratulations. Do you know which one you're getting? Pfizer, Moderna, the Johnson & Johnson?
I don't know. I'm going to do it. It's going to be the bartender's choice, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Are you going to the Max Vaccination site?
No, I'm going to go to the hospital here in Effingham County.
Oh, nice.
So I'm out
Okay.
in Effingham, so
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna- so I'm going to go and see what we get.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, I
So
think
we'll know.
let's see. I got Pfizer. My coworker got Pfizer. We're big Pfizer fans over here, obviously. So, hopefully
Well,
you could join the Pfizer crew.
Maybe we'll all be part of the Pfizer family.
Yeah,
Who knows?
yeah. We're all going to be part German, part Volkswagen.
There you go.
Hey, big.
Oh.
Quick question, big guy, before we jump on the air. If I gave you a flint, how long do you think it would take for you to start a fire? You have nothing else. You're in the woods. I give you a flint. How long does it take you to start a fire?
I would say probably 15 minutes.
Okay.
That doesn't surprise me.
Cotter has never started a fire in his life.
With a flint.
With a flint.
Yeah.
So
My big thing would be trying to gather enough stuff that I can
To keep it
dry
going.
good stuff. So yeah.
yeah, that'll be
I've watched enough survival shows to kind of have an idea of it. So
right.
you got to get that little bundle and get it started right. So yeah, I'd say 10, 15 minutes.
All right. So we're actually gonna test Cotter this weekend. I'm gonna buy him a flint, and then he's gonna film himself from
Trying
the
to start
moment.
a fire.
Yeah, from the moment he goes out into his backyard, he has to start a fire and keep it going for like at least a minute.
That's fair. All right, guys, we got about 15. We got about 15. Thanks for hanging out today. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. It was a crazy first weekend of March Madness. I don't think anybody's bracket is looking good at this point in time. I don't know. Big Guy. Big Guy's joining us now. Big Guy, how does your bracket look after the weekend?
Listen, I may play a sports guy on television, but my bracket is not everybody else's. And you know what? I don't care. I don't care. I live for the madness. Go ahead and shoot it into my veins. Listen, I will take Oral Roberts into the Sweet 16 all day, every day, baby. I don't care. I love the good upsets. And this is what makes March Madness so amazing, and what everybody missed last year. After missing the tournament last year completely because of COVID, this year, I mean, they've come out with gangbusters with the upsets. I mean, you're talking about, we got 3 double-digit seeds have advanced to the 16, and we could have more today. So it's great.
So, what do you think of the concept this year? Obviously, probably because of COVID, I'm guessing is the major reason. We have Monday games now, which is weird. We have 8 games today. 2 number 1 seeds are playing. Gonzaga's playing around 2 o'clock versus Oklahoma, and Michigan is playing LSU about 7 o'clock tonight. I mean, how do you feel about March Madness being 4 days? I mean, we're already exhausted from 3 amazing days. I mean, obviously, I want the games, but 4 days? I mean, give me a break.
Yeah, I mean, what they've done is, you push that day back. You used to have the first 4 would be a day earlier, and then it would start. And yeah, with it all being in one location, one state up there, near Indianapolis, it's been changed. So you used to get that reprieve on Monday, be able to catch your breath after the weekend. So after Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, you get to a new work week, and you don't get a reprieve because there could be a couple more upsets coming up today. So, after last night, it was crazy because you had to be highlighted by, of course, Oral Roberts. I mean, let's be honest, what they've been able to do. And then, you take a team which I don't necessarily know if Loyola Chicago is considered a Cinderella anymore. I mean, they're not a double-digit seed, but they knocked out Florida, which was great. Oral Roberts with the upset, but Illinois, number 1 seed, getting knocked off by Loyola Chicago. So I don't know if they're necessarily a Cinderella. Oral Roberts certainly is. I mean, to go ahead and knock off, Florida last night after knocking off, Ohio State, it's been fun.
So with the games coming up today, big guy, do you see any other upsets that we could maybe expect to happen today?
I mean, there's always a chance. From what I've seen, don't bank on Gonzaga being upset. I mean, their first round game, they went out there and they look like they are the real deal. If there is an upset to be played, watch somebody like Oregon, which is the 7th seed against the 2nd seed in Iowa.
Okay.
Oregon they didn't even have to play a first round game because their game against VCU got wiped out because of VCU COVID. So that was a big story coming out from Friday. Was that game wasn't even being played or from over the weekend. So Oregon's pretty well rested. They'll get their first taste of the madness. So I mean, there's a chance there. Gonzaga taking on number 8 Oklahoma. Listen, I mean, crazier things have happened, so that would not surprise me. But, I mean, one of the darlings tonight, Abilene Christian, the 14 seed. They will be taking on 11-seeded UCLA. Of course, UCLA, one of those teams that had to play their way in, back last week. So there's a chance that Abilene Christian, who knocked off Texas, could win it. I mean, and there would be one of the Cinderellas, although it's going to be tough, but they slow it down a lot. So they make it a little difficult for teams. Then you have Ohio, taking on Creighton. Ohio's a team which is a 13th seed, which had an upset. So there's another chance there. LSU, a 8 seed, taking on Michigan. Hey, that could be an upset. I mean, LSU playing really, really well with a blowout of St. Bonaventure. So, you know what? Who knows? There may be 2 or 3 more upsets tonight. So you take a game which could be a really good one, which there really wouldn't be an upset, is Colorado against Florida State. But some of those other ones could create some craziness tonight again as we get ready to go into the
Talking to the big guy about March Madness, you still feeling good about Gonzaga and Baylor? Both of them still in the tournament so far. They were kind of a couple of your picks early on when we talked last week. Still feeling good about one of those two teams winning the whole thing?
Well, see, and that's the beautiful thing about it. My bracket, yeah, there's a lot of red in those early rounds, but you get down into the Final Four and the championship, and I still got teams alive, baby. So as long as it's conversation, but I think that's how it is every year.
Yeah.
You have a handful of teams which, you should be able to, expect to see there. And I what we've seen so far out of Baylor has been expected. That's who I picked to win it all. They've done what they were expected to do in the first couple rounds. Now they'll get a little reprieve, and then it gets real again. I just think that it's going to get crazy because it's going to get a little bit tougher to predict what's going to happen because these Cinderella teams, these underdogs, these great storylines, they're going to start getting so much confidence with each win and so much support around the country that can help a team.
Yeah.
You hate to say it, on the court, that could become the sixth man, so to speak. So it's going to be interesting to see how things play out once we get to the Sweet 16. With that said, we have another Monday in store, which we could see a couple more upsets, which is just crazy. And again, I'm here for it. I really hope. I hope a team like Abilene Christian. I don't care. Once we get the first bracket, once we get the first bracket busted, I think the floodgates can go ahead and open. Then you're starting to cheer for every upset there is out there. So I'm all for the underdogs, the small teams. It was something I put on social media back the other night when Abilene Christian beat Texas. If you compare the two, in that state, Texas is carrying the flag for the entire Lone Star State. They are the marquee program, and they got beat by a team from Abilene. They got beat. If you looked at their Twitter the other night, Texas has 95,000 or 95 million followers. It was some ungodly number. Their basketball page on Twitter. Abilene Christian had 5,000.
I saw that tweet. Yeah.
And that's what I'm here for. That's what makes March Madness so special. It is these teams, playing on the biggest stage, getting their chance to show what they're about, and they go out there and win. Plus, I've done the stories, I've read the articles, I've what it means to these institutions. A couple wins in March Madness.
Yeah.
Their exposure goes through the roof, and their enrollment's going to go through the roof, and their basketball programs will become even better. And that's how you make competition across the board better. So I'm here for it. The more upsets, the better. I don't care if it was Abilene Christian, ABAC, give me Savannah Tech and Georgia in the Final Four. I love it. I love it. I bring it to me, and I want more of it.
All right, big guy, thank you for breaking it down as always. We'll chat next week after the Sweet 16 to see where everything lands. And we'll break down Cotter and Marshall Madness coming up after this, tell you where everybody stands so far. It's AC/DC, Rock 106.1. All right, big guy. Thank you, sir.
All right. Appreciate y'all. We'll talk again. Hopefully we have even more craziness to talk about.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Hope so, man. All right, cool. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Frank.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
All right. Yeah, I actually, you know what? Especially with today and how things are going to shake out, I am probably going to check out that Gonzaga game around 2:30 this afternoon.
Sure.
I'll be getting freshly out of my nap, hopefully. So I'm definitely going to check out that game. I mean, there is no better playoff styled sport than March Madness outside of hockey. I'm still a huge hockey playoff guy, but I love watching March Madness. I mean, Friday night, I think I watched at least, 2 different games. I watched that Clemson game where they got knocked out. I didn't watch much Saturday just because I was running around the house. But outside of the Justice League yesterday, I was watching March Madness games.
Right. Right. Oh, we got the drunk. We had the one call, but it was a good call.
Yeah. Gibby goes, someone wants to get a hold of you for your car's extended warranty. Yeah, when someone calls in while we have someone on the line, it beeps through. I don't
Yeah.
know. We got to figure out how to not
Sons
do
of
that.
Bitches.
I think there's probably a way
we
to
can
turn that
we
off.
can turn it off. We don't need it.
Let's see. Where do you see the leaderboard for?
When you log in, you go to results, and then you'll.
Click here to
leaderboards.
view results.
Yep.
Nice.
And goes to yours, or it can.
Hey, you know what? I had 23 correct picks in the first round, only 9 wrong.
I had 19 correct, 13 wrong.
Let's see. In the second round, I had 2 right, 6 wrong. It was a bad second round for me, okay? I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, my second round, I had 3 right, 5 wrong.
Let's see. Oh, leaderboard. There we go.
Yep.
AA2, Julius Cox and balls. I don't follow basketball. Oh, look, Chris Wagner in third right there with I don't follow basketball.
Working.
Yep. There it is. Let's see. Gibby goes, just saw my bracket. I dropped down to 65th. Sorry, buddy. Do we have a minute?
We have 40,
literally
45 seconds.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay. So this break, we're doing drunk line and we're doing basketball.
Yeah, we'll start with basketball and we'll end with
Perfect.
the drunk line. I'm just going to recap where we're at.
Rye the fry guy.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. Get the stream on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Of course, while you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. Find out what the show is up to. Extra video content. We'll post that to the YouTube page and share it across social media. So a big thanks to the big guy for breaking down the first weekend of March Madness. You got 8 more games today. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, we got Cotter and Marshall Madness going on. On the line is an Xbox Series X and AA. I'm sure it's not Arn Anderson. It'd be cool if it was. Is in first place.
AA2.
35 points. And then it's like next place, second place is 32 points. So, I mean, it's only a 3-point difference, but in the early rounds, that's a lot of picks. I mean, that's like, could be 3 games.
Yeah, and I just want to point out that someone called Rude Boy has a bracket called Beat Marshall. You're not beating me. What's
he's
up?
not?
What's up?
Not
He's in 73rd place. I'm in the 40s, baby.
All right, so, yeah, let's look at us, because we do have a Torture Tuesday bet on the line. We got to pick just one bracket. We didn't go 3, just one bracket. So you're in 42nd place.
No big deal.
With
Sick brag.
27 points. I'm scrolling. Oh, 60th place.
You're in 60th place.
25 points. Only 2 points behind.
I love that you're so conceited that you named your bracket Cotter for the win.
Yeah.
But you're losing.
That was sarcastically named Cotter for the win.
I just want to point out that our friend Chris Wagner just on the chat says, yeah, this is very embarrassing for both of you. We noticed.
And, I never claimed at any point to know anything about college basketball. I'm not embarrassed. Not embarrassed at all.
Well, I mean, it's funny because the guy who says, yeah, this is very embarrassing for both of you, actually has a bracket called I Don't Follow Basketball, and he's in 3rd place right now.
My daughter is beating both of us.
By 2 points?
29th place. So she was, she told me she signed up. Now, she did 3 brackets. You can follow her. You can see our brackets. We marked them as MVP. And I marked my kids' brackets as MVP, so you can follow along with them because I wanted to see how she was doing. And, when she realized she was beating me, she was less impressed. So she's like, well, I want to beat Marshall. Because she, feels that beating you is a little bit more credibility than
Absolutely.
beating me.
Yeah.
So I haven't told her yet, but I'll have to let her know that she's currently, at this time, beating both of us.
Yeah, in 29th place.
You know, I'm in 60th. I would love to be in 29th place.
It's impressive. I'm not trying to discredit your daughter's basketball prowess when it came to this bracket, but I'm just saying March Madness has not been kind to any of us.
No.
According to ESPN, no one has a perfect bracket anymore. After round one, only 0.0042% of brackets were still eligible for a perfect bracket. So it was insane. It was insane after the first round of action. That many schools went down to a lower seed.
It'll be fun to follow along with Cotter and Marshall Madness, see where everybody's at. Because like the big guy was saying, I mean, if you've got somebody who makes it into the Final Four, that championship game, you just keep getting more points.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could see a massive turnaround. You know, somebody who's not even on the top 5 of the leaderboard still has a shot.
Yeah. So, wait. So, do you think choosing Illinois to win the bracket was a good idea by me?
I think that was a bad idea.
It did not turn out. Sister Jean, I hate you. I'm kidding. I shouldn't say that out loud. She'll smite me.
All right. Whenever you do some drinking and you maybe have too much to drink, 1, don't drive. Don't be that type of person. But 2, you call us. 800-394-1061. It is the drunk line here with the Cotter and Marshall.
Yeah, so like Cotter said, every single weekend or any day of the week.
You do some day drinking, do it.
We appreciate day drinking more than any other 2 guys on the planet. We highly recommend you call us and leave us a voicemail. And we actually have one right here that's pretty outstanding.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
That extra woo at the end really brought it all together. Wow, that drunk line is outstanding today.
I love that. That's my favorite drunk call we've received so far. And I'm going to throw out the challenge. I want you guys to top it. I have faith in our listeners that when they get drunk, they can deliver an even better call than that.
Yeah, and we are going to be canvassing the area's bars with our flyers very, very soon. It's actually one of the topics after the show today, so we'll be handling that and hopefully having more drunk messages for you guys every Monday at 9 a.m.
So the drunk line, 800-394-1061. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
All right, guys, we're on the tail end of the show, wrapping it up. Going to be doing some Marshall's music news, and then that's it. That's it for the day. Hope you guys are going to have an awesome rest of your day as well. I think, mowing the front yard. You know, real grown-up ass shit over here. Mowing the front yard and then working. Of course, I work all the time. Work. And then I'll play some video games because I'm a grown-up. So
that sounds fair.
That's the day, man.
Sounds good.
I should probably eat something as well eventually.
Yeah. You run to the bank, cash some checks. All right. Cool. All right, 3 more breaks to go. Marshall's Music News will wrap up the show. Tomorrow, we've got the Dude of the Week Death Match. No Torture Tuesday tomorrow. Should be back a week from tomorrow. I'm going to order the world's most sourest candy, and I'm going to eat that on the air. We'll see how that goes. I'll eat multiple to make sure it as miserable as it can be for you guys. Because you know what? Can't do hot things all the time. Sometimes got to mix it up a bit. Always can't be hot. That's just kind of our go-to, and some of our funnest things to do because it just is easy pain. And we love to see each other in pain. And you guys like to see us in pain as well. That's why we're here. All right, man. Monday. I got too much energy for a Monday. Way more than I had on Friday. Last week was a long week. St. Patrick's Day. It was weird, man. By Friday, I was done. I was wore out. So definitely more energy today on a Monday, which really shocks me. Hopefully everybody had a nice weekend. Hopefully everybody's having a decent Monday so far. Few hours in. Sorry, man. Okay. Let's see where we at. Oh, we still got plenty of time. We got a song coming out of this as well. STP and Plush. can hear Jane's Addiction Stop. Don't hear that song a whole lot. So that we're going to play that after the Perry Farrell story Marshall's got for Marshall's Music News. Ah. See what is. Where we at? All right. Almost out of the stop set. STP and Plush is coming up. After that, Marshall's first story for Marshall's Music News.
Oh man. So it's trending. It's trending right now on Twitter. I just saw it. Leslie Jones. Have you seen the Leslie Jones? Who's this? Oh, there he is. Have you seen the Leslie Jones watching the Justice League video?
No.
So Leslie Jones, the comedian from Saturday Night Live, she watches the Wonder Woman fight scene at the beginning of the film where she's fighting the guys like the school with the kids and everything. It is outstanding. She cusses egregiously in it, so I won't play it over the stream. But it is well worth your time. Go find Leslie Jones watching Justice League. It's trending right now on Twitter. It's like number 5, but it's so good.
I've said it before. She is a national treasure. Anything she is in is instantly better. I think she is uber talented, uber funny. I love that she gets into stuff like she does. I think she's awesome.
Oh, actually, Tony from Wicked Weed just messaged me. He goes, "Hey man, just wanted to make sure we're still good for this Friday." Blah 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 blah. Cool.
Yes, bring extra beer.
Bring all of your beer from Wicked Weed. Yeah, it's coming Friday. Tony Scarpetti, which is the most like soprano. We have to ask him if he's a Sopranos guy.
I think that's fair.
He probably has been asked that 1,000 times.
He probably can't answer.
I'll ask that question.
So Wicked Weed is one of those breweries that unfortunately, I mean, they've got their typical stuff they sell is good, but it's the weird stuff they do. They got a place in Asheville called the Funkatorium, and it's that beer that to me really makes that brewery stand out. And unfortunately, you just don't get some of that stuff here. Occasionally, they'll do a tap takeover. I mean, sometimes the beer can be a little pricey, but man, is it good. I mean, when we went to Wicked Weed, we went to Asheville 6 years ago or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I mean, we went back to the Funkatorium. I think we ended up there twice. I mean, their beer is just so good.
Yeah, Wicked Weed does some really outstanding stuff. And when I went up to Asheville for my birthday last year, I mean, everything was still being constricted because of COVID protocols up in North Carolina. But I could not get into Wicked Weed. I couldn't.
I was there when I took my kid back to school in August, and it was just me, so I was able to get in and get a table in 8, and I got a flight and some of their stuff. Still so good.
These last 3 stories, I mean, they're not going to be long, bloated pieces, just so you know. I don't know how we're doing on timing.
We're doing perfect on time.
Okay, so I mean, they're only going to be like little.
Yeah, no, we're doing
max 2-3 minute deals.
Yep, nope, we're doing good.
So once again, our boss is at a charity golf tournament right now, and everyone took that as we're not coming to work today. So our coworker Stacy, who would usually be here for a couple hours in the morning, she was gone in the 8 o'clock hour. None of our other coworkers have showed up at all.
Mia's not here yet?
Mia's not here. Tim, the engineer, is not here.
He hasn't even commented on the stream yet.
Yeah. Mac and Jake both not in yet.
Mac will come in. Jake I don't know. I mean, I'll say Jake comes in today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet
Mac will definitely.
he'll definitely not do that. You are the kindest and gentlest soul for believing that. Gibby goes, yeah, bring extra wicked weed for my coming out of retirement party. Are you officially coming out of retirement and not drinking? You can't just say these things. Are you just having a bad day? But yeah, Tony from Wicked Weed will be in on Friday for Beer for Breakfast. Excited to see him. Got Mac coming in this week for Chicks on Dudes. Here, we can actually probably switch this over to... Gibby says, can I get a request? Limp Bizkit, Behind Blue Eyes.
Oh, see what we got. See where we're at time wise after some Marshall's music news.
Haven't heard that one in a while. That was a good one. That was a good cover. It was a cover, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It's the
From
Who.
Biscuit.
The Who.
Kind of a weird choice.
Yeah.
From Limp Bizkit, not Gibby requesting it.
Got about 90 seconds.
Let's see. Magnesium Flintstone Fire Starter Kit. $5.
Do I get the whole fire starter kit?
It's literally, it just looks like a key on a string.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool.
If Brady and Gronk can come out of retirement, I'm sure my peon ass won't make a ripple. But not with that attitude. Boom, ordered it.
Okay.
You're getting a Flint. Record yourself. I'll edit the video. Exclusive.
I can edit.
Exclusive.
I'll edit.
Okay, Mr. Fancy Pants.
I have the ability.
He has the technology.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. Big thanks to everybody hanging out on this Monday on the stream. If you haven't streamed the show yet, you can do it each and every morning starting at 6. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Right now, story number 1 of Marshall's Music News.
So the big question pretty much all this year is, when will major music festivals come back? And more importantly, one of the most popular in the nation, in the world, honestly, is Lollapalooza. The founder of the Lollapalooza Music Festival is Perry Farrell, the lead singer of Jane's Addiction. Of course, the question has come up. Usually, I think it's like April, we get the lineup for Lollapalooza, and then the festival happens in August. Now, Perry Farrell went on his Instagram page, and he actually put up a video saying, I hold in my hands the license to party, my COVID-19 vaccination receipt. I will see you at Lollapalooza. Then he, a very dramatic pause, soon. So it does look like Lollapalooza will be happening in 2021. Now, obviously, last year, no one held a festival. They held a virtual festival with a mix of live performances and highlights from previous years for Lollapalooza. Now, Lollapalooza has become kind of a bigger deal than ever because they actually started doing Lollapaloozas in Brazil and kind of all across the world. There was some in Europe as well. So Lollapalooza is no longer just a Chicago 4-day little festival in Grant Park. It is just a massive worldwide, touring phenomenon at this point. So hopefully, cross your fingers, we are getting a Lollapalooza this year because usually their lineups are incredible.
All right, we got 2 more stories coming up. Let's hear some Jane's Addiction. It's Stop, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
I like Stop. That's a good
do
song,
too.
man. Good choice. Good choice,
Thanks,
Cotter.
Thanks.
All right. 2 more stories today. I'm going to go into Eddie Van Halen. Of course, There was some controversy last week in regards to Eddie Van Halen's appearance in the memoriam clip for the Grammys. Going to talk, obviously, last week, Wolfgang made a comment in regards to what happened. Now we get the side of the Grammys. They put out kind of a lengthy statement, but I'll go over that.
Okay.
I think it's interesting. I mean, not every story, usually you get to hear both sides. Usually it's one-sided, and it's very easiest for us to shake a finger at and be like, well, that's not right. But the Grammy guys actually did have quite a good point on what happened and the reason why it did. So,
Interesting.
while we have another 2 minutes or so before we jump into the next story, Cotter, this one is for you. Would you rather have sex with 2 midgets or 2 7-foot-tall girls? And
Ooh.
the picture on this is quite outstanding. Once again, Cotter, would you rather have sex with 2 midgets or 2 7-foot-tall girls?
I'm going to go 7 foot tall
Okay.
because I could feel like a mountaineer.
Mountaineer.
Climb them.
You grab like a rope,
Yes.
a little hook thing, and
I
just
could
climb up like.
yeah, give me the 7 foot all day long, man.
Their limbs would just be so long. You'd get kicked in the face repeatedly.
Okay.
With 2 of them?
Yeah.
That's 4 legs. Last time I checked.
Let's do it.
That's so many legs. All right, guys, go ahead and put your answer in the chat. Thanks for hanging around with us this morning. Would you rather have sex with 2 midgets or 2 7-foot-tall girls? And once again, the picture on this is outstanding.
Yeah, 7 foot tall all day long.
We'll save that for a little bit later. Good. All right, so we're about a minute and a half. Cotter, when it comes to I'm buying Cotter a flint for anyone who may not have heard. I'm buying Cotter a flint so he can start a fire because a conversation came up earlier today. If Cotter could start a fire just with a flint, he thinks he can.
Yeah, I think I can.
And he's going to film himself this weekend on doing it. So once again, Gibby says, Cotter, pro tip, make sure you have a knife with you, which is not in the rules. You can only have the flint. That's what we talked about. You get the flint and then an opportunity to make a fire. Everything must come from your bare hands.
Well, I mean, if legitly all I can use is a flint and I have nothing to spark it with, then I'm not going to film myself because the challenge is pointless.
No, you can use a rock.
I don't have rocks in my backyard.
You may have one rock. You use a rock. There's rocks in everyone's backyard. Dig in the dirt. You'll find a rock.
We'll see.
What else do you want? What else?
Nothing. No, that's good.
A poncho in case it rains.
No, it's good.
Some gasoline.
Hey, just because I have a can of gasoline in my backyard doesn't mean anything.
You know, oh my God, how much of a disaster would it be if we're like, I'll just pour a little down. Let me He would come in with no hair at all.
Hey,
You'd blow your eyebrows off.
sometimes you got to go with a different look. All right, guys, we got about 15. We'll be right back. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. You can also listen every day on the app on your in-home smart speaker. Also, the website, you can stream there. It is rock1061.com. Right now, story number 2 of Marshall's Music News.
So last week, a lot of people were pretty much upset at the Grammys for their very brief Eddie Van Halen in memoriam clip. Now, a Grammy executive has responded to the comments. Now, Wolfgang last week essentially said he was very disappointed with how it turned out, but this Grammy executive, well, kind of has a point. He said, we had a call with Wolfgang's rep before the show, and I asked if he'd be willing to come on and play. He felt he didn't want to have to do that, and I offered up 8 or 9 guitarists who could maybe fill in instead of Wolfgang. But instead, he felt like we should play a video of Eddie himself because nobody could play like him, so that's what we did. I would have loved for it to have been longer than it was, but Eddie was the only person in the whole in memoriam to play their own music with no other faces being seen. He goes, I felt that was an appropriate tribute, but Wolfgang didn't. I'm sorry about that, of course. It's such a horrific thing to lose a parent. We did the best that we felt we could. So now that we've heard both sides of the story, I mean, we were kind of on Wolfgang's side last week, like, yeah, that's kind of crappy, but also if they only have a certain segment of the show set for the memoriam, and he's the only one that was highlighted in that fashion.
Like that, yeah.
I mean, we can't can't do everything. I mean, look, probably no one's gonna be happy, no matter how long or how short or at all of the piece happening at all. I mean, there's someone's always gonna bitch about it, right?
Yeah.
So I think this explanation from the guys at the Grammy, who are egregiously wrong in so many ways, by the people who get the awards, to just the extreme length of the thing, it's almost not needed. But I actually kind of side with the guys from the Grammys here in regards to this whole Eddie Van Halen didn't get enough time fiasco.
We have this talk every year. I mean, every year there's somebody left out. There's somebody who doesn't get enough time. And yeah, I agree. I think, we were kind of on Wolfgang's in the beginning, but this is the first time I've ever heard the Grammys respond about the in memoriam stuff. So it's a very valid and logical point.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree.
If Wolfgang wanted something more, then Wolfgang could have done something, is how I kind of looked at it. And also, he offered him 8 to 9 different replacements instead of him that could have done an amazing piece of work as well. And he just said, no, play a video.
All right, one more story to go in Marshall's Music News. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. I'm telling you, man, they just need to produce an uber long one and post it online afterwards. Here was everybody and their brother who passed away this
year. Yeah. Gibby goes, nope, it could have been longer. See, yeah, that's the number. Everyone's got an opinion in regards to it, but like, it's just kind of where it stands. And yeah, Cotter, I love your idea. Like, do like an hour-long special, and it can it can air the next day. Because Grammys are always on a Sunday, right? Nothing's on Monday, especially at this time of the year. Throw it on the next day, in memoriam Grammy special.
I would watch that over the Grammys.
The dead person special?
Yes. No, I'm serious. I mean, if you're gonna highlight different artists that maybe I hadn't heard of, or I mean, every year you watch that in memoriam section, you're like, holy crap, that person died?
Didn't they forget that Vinnie Paul died last year and they didn't put him in?
Yeah. There was one of those, and it's just like, and they can't get to everybody, So and like I said, this debate happens every year. Well, you forgot this person. This wasn't long enough. I would much rather watch that as an hour long or whatever long special. Have somebody host it and go, hey, this person passed away. This person passed away, and play some of their music, give the history of it. I think that'd be actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I think they could probably do something like that where they can highlight certain artists that had a huge impact, like Eddie Van Halen, for like a 10-minute piece, and then come back and be like, well, here's some people who did some really great stuff for a few minutes, and then they could do longer pieces on larger scale people and their impact.
Yeah, no, I like that idea.
Gibby goes, yeah, the idea of the memoriam special would be fantastic. See? And the Grammy, you know what, Grammys? Have it for free. That's a freebie from the Cotter and Marshall Show. You're welcome. Unless you want to get paid. You want to get paid for that?
I'm good with that. And then they can just have like a 10-minute Grammy Award ceremony. That'd be fine. Nobody's going to complain about that.
Exactly. All right, one more story, and then that's it for the show today. Going to talk about Foreigner. I've seen Foreigner, I would say, at least a dozen times now. Okay. Damn near a dozen times.
It's an odd band to have seen that many times.
I don't know. It just became a thing.
Yeah, I get it.
I made Foreigner the Grateful Dead, and I just travel around the country and watched them. And they're effing great, man.
Yeah. How many original?
One, and then one guy supposedly is not in the band, but he shows up every single tour stop.
Oh, really?
He's like the old bassist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. He doesn't have the physical tools to run a whole show, but he comes on and plays like 3 songs, and that's it.
Are you watching Foreigner then at this point in time?
You're watching the guitar player.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, how long has this, version of the band been together compared to
with Kelly Hansen as the lead singer and Mick Jones? I think they've been together for over a decade.
Okay, because I mean, you do get to the point with some of these bands that the newer the newer version of them are actually together longer than the version you may remember because that was your favorite album. So you get into that point to where it's like, shit, these guys have been around longer technically.
Kelly Hansen joined the band in 2005 after Lou Gramm left in 2003 due to continuing conflicts with Mick Jones. So.
Right. Now, not in this case, but, obviously. But, I mean, there's some of it to where,
Kelly Hansen, dude, he slays. He is so good. Dude sounds amazing.
Are you good if we go in 15? Or
say it again?
Are you good to go in like 15 or you want to wait?
Seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
I just realized we're kind of just running a little over. All right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, guys, before we're out of here for your Monday, we got one more story with Marshall's Music News.
Foreigner bassist. Yes, we're talking about the band Foreigner. Cold as Ice, that band. Well, bassist Jeff Pills has once again said that it's unlikely the band will release another full-length studio LP as the follow-up to Can't Slow Down, which came out more than a decade ago. But apparently, they are working on some new music that'll be packaged in with some sort of greatest hits, or maybe even like a smaller, like 3-song EP that they may just sell at shows, something to the effect of that. Because let's face it, we don't need any more Foreigner. We have the perfect amount of Foreigner. It's great. It fills up shows. It can change slightly between the shows. We have the exact amount of Foreigner that we do need from this exact band.
No, yeah, I agree. I mean, there's certain bands like we talked about Kiss the other day, how they're not going to release any more new music. They shouldn't. We don't need it. But I mean, if you're in a band and you got that, I need to be creative itch. I think like a 1, 2, maybe 3-song EP. You sell at shows for people that are diehard fans. I think it's a great idea. Great way to do it.
You could do like a whole summer tour with it, and at the end of it, you just release it online. Like, oh, here's the 3 songs, and then people can bootleg the rest of it, and it's all good. But dude, I'm an uncanny, ridiculous Foreigner fan. I've seen them almost a dozen times. Don't ask me why. My wife and I just love them.
That's cool.
We've seen them so many times in Vegas, and we've seen them other places. The Foreigner is my Grateful Dead. I've just seen them everywhere.
What's your favorite Foreigner song?
I don't know. All of them. I just usually get wasted. Cold as Ice, Jukebox Hero, man. I mean, all those are bangers. They slap, as the kids say, man. I just love them all.
All right, we're back tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Have a good rest of your Monday. Eric Andre is going to sing us out. Rock 106.1.
All right, guys, that's it for the show today. Tomorrow on the show, what do we have? I forget.
We have Dude of the Week Deathmatch.
Dude of the Week Deathmatch.
We'll take your calls at the top of the 7 o'clock hour. Tuesday, I think, is because there's no Torture Tuesday tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So, like, established features and or bits, I think Tuesday is our lightest day.
We should actually think that was the same issue on our afternoon show.
Yeah, it was. We have another one that we're in the we got to just figure out the logistics for, but we got an idea of something we're going to do.
We also have trivia in the 8 o'clock hour, giving away more Extreme Monster Truck tickets, which Maddie won today. So we're going to give her we're gonna give her a call and hook her up with tickets here in just a moment. But you guys have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. Have a good one, guys.